The following is a special presentation from eStar Studios. Gary Harder.
And at the bit, oh so patiently, it's time for some hybrid mode play to earn top shelf FPS gaming right now.
Welcome to Forge Arena, a metaversal and Web3 experience revolutionizing blockchain gaming and digital currency. Powered by GENESIS Studios, Forge Arena is the first FPS esport on the blockchain. Giving players ownership, you have the ability to generate NFT weapon skin and be part of a new play-to-earn game. Welcome to the Ascendant Series, a 1 in a million community prize pool tournament. Exclusively on Wax, Forge Arena takes blockchain gaming to the next level. Public sale is open now, so get in while it's still early.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Forge Arena Genesis Showmatch powered by GENESIS Studios. Yours truly, washed up console gamer Ali Najad, joined by Jack Jaws Wright, a professional FPS caster and game director for Forge Arena, Ethan Yuppie Perry. Gentlemen, obviously, I'm excited because it's a chance for me to get back into the streets a little bit, but the reality is this for you, Ethan, something that you guys have been working very hard on coming into this point. Talk about how fired up you are.
I'm extremely excited. I'm very curious to see how much skill these talented players have in this game that has a different take on what they're normally used to.
Now, no shortage of skill and talent in Jaws. Obviously, it's kind of twofold. You game and then you also handle the casting duties. But Jaws, you've played them all. I mean, you've been in the FPS streets a long time. You got to be juiced about what we're teasing it a little bit. I don't want to give it all away, but what we got on tap now is something special, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm super excited to see some just masters of FPS, honestly, play against each other. They are literally masters of their craft in their respective game, Valorant, CS, whatever it might be. So seeing them actually face off in a brand new game is pretty exciting.
Yeah, and while it's brand new, it's the kind of game that if you've played the other stuff you mentioned, you're going to have a real easy time transitioning into. Let's walk everybody through what to expect here this afternoon on our stream. First, obviously, we're going to give you an introduction to the Forge Arena in general. What is it? What's it all about? And how cool it is. We're going to meet the GenE co-founders, Minak, Shondok, and DMA. Those names should be familiar to some of you out there. Kind of explain the gameplay a little bit. Jaws will step up as well as Ethan to walk us through it and give you some overviews of the maps. We're going to be playing two maps, Origins and Exodus here today. We're going to have multiple game modes as well. And then we're going to get to the meat and the potatoes. The best of 5 Genesis Showmatch where we've got real heavyweights in Team Baby Bay versus Team Wardell. And listen, you guys, you've been patient. I feel like we should reward you, right? You've got right now the chance to win an Ascendance Capsule NFT just for watching the stream. Now, all you're going to have to do is type !enter in the chat and drop your wallet address. Could it be any simpler? Once you're entered, you can win either an Ascendance Series tournament badge, which is used to register for the Ascendance Series tournament, and an Ascendance-themed weapon, which is usable right away in the Forge Arena. We're going to have 3 drawings throughout the broadcast today, so stay tuned to see if you're a winner. And you hear me talking about the Ascendance series? Let's figure out what that's all about, shall we? Well, there it is. We've heard a lot about NFT gaming, play to earn. The space is one that's developing day by day right now, and obviously on the cutting edge. We find you guys, Yuppie, with this project here. A lot of time and effort went into this thing, didn't it?
Yeah, there was a lot of days where, we'd have a little issue and we would have to try to fix it. But when we fixed it, we made sure that it was right, and we made sure that players could still enjoy any moment of a game.
Yeah, and speaking of players, Jaws, that's your lane. Obviously, games have come and gone, right? Throughout the years, there's been a lot of different projects. This one in particular, though, I know already you are excited about because it really is kind of evolving this space, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it brings something new to the table in terms of game modes, which is always quite exciting from a game that maybe on the surface looks familiar with others, but bringing something new and fresh is always quite exciting. And having the digital ownership of a lot of the unique skins in game as well is pretty cool too.
Yeah, and obviously we could all speculate, but who better than the three co-founders of the Forge Arena, repping the Gen E Studios, to sort of walk us through the vision behind this blockchain gaming project. Take a listen.
Forge Arena is a metaversal first-person shooter that's based on the Wax blockchain. It is revolutionizing player ownership and play-to-earn mechanics through weapon NFT skins, event tournament badges, and all kind of player ownerships that is yet to be seen in FPS gaming and the blockchain so far.
In terms of what blockchain we've been using, it has been a no-brainer for us. So we're on the Wax blockchain, the king of NFTs. The reason behind it is mainly because of the fact that they're, first of all, eco-friendly. They're carbon neutral, officially certified, and Wax has been around the gaming industry forever. They have basically no transaction fees attached to it, so that's a big important aspect when we decided to choose the blockchain. If we had to go on Solana or Ethereum, for example, the reason with Wax is that they have zero gas fees, and in gaming there's a lot of transactions happening all the time, every single day, when it comes to purchases of NFTs or battle pass or all these mechanics and all this amount of transactions. It wouldn't make sense to have any gas fees at all. So it's kind of a no-brainer for us when it comes to which blockchain should we have used. We have plans in the future to integrate other blockchains or kind of do a cross-chain platform, but for the moment being, the only blockchain that makes sense for gaming is Wax, and will remain Wax for the moment.
The NFTs in-game have zero skill advantage to the players. All NFTs in the Forge Arena are cosmetic, so there's no competitive advantage whatsoever.
For us, it's really important that it's not play to win. We want people to come in, have the same experience as everybody else, and just have fun. So it was important to just, not be able to buy better weapons or, buy perks that make it easier for you to go and beat everybody. It was important to just keep the level of playing field the same for everybody.
The way it works, though, as we integrate our play-to-earn mechanics in the open beta release this summer, we are aiming towards having this weapon NFTs have a float value that is decreasing as you play with it. However, it's not just decreasing because you play with it, but it comes with a benefit. So, a better float value of your weapon NFT, more you will be able to earn from our different credits inside the game. So we have bounty, soul, and scrap credits in the game that you can earn as you play the game, as you complete challenges, as you complete missions, and do specific things inside the game. Those will basically give you more earnings if you are using a weapon NFT that has a better float value.
Right now, if users want to go ahead and get weapon skins in the Forge Arena and start using them, selling them, trading them, they can purchase a Ascendance capsule. And in the Ascendance capsule are 2 NFTs. There's 1 event badge and 1 weapon skin. And as soon as your capsule is unpacked, you'll be able to go ahead and equip it in your inventory in our in-game launcher and start using it in the Forge.
This project, is so exciting because when we started this, when we all got together, we had this vision of really giving utility back to the NFT space. We saw that the future of the NFT space is gaming, and it was clear clear, so clear to us when we were all three of us, me, Sean, and Arthur, all together, really breaking it down and building this company from the foundations. The vision from the start has always been to empower players and empower creators and make them merge together, you know, make the players and the creators work together at building this value and having more ownership in the gaming space.
If you're interested in playing the Forge Arena right now, you can head over to playforge.gg, where we have, you know, our light papers, the recent updates, and all of the information on how to kind of jump in. Currently, you can purchase a Ascendance capsule that will give you access to our open servers right now. You can jump right in, you can play some team deathmatch, or you can get into the competitive 5v5. Or you can also swoop up a Gen 0 generator on the secondary marketplace, which was our first drop back in November of last year.
Now, obviously, there's plenty to unpack there. Yuppie, I want to start with you, since you're on the dev side of this thing as the game director. Was it a tough decision at all to kind of go with this skin-based aesthetic NFT as opposed to one that actually skews a competitive advantage in game, or was it just a clear choice for you guys?
Yeah, well, it was actually a pretty clear choice. You know, you see a lot of games right now, cosmetic weapon skins. Players love that kind of thing. But what players don't like is being able to pay to get an advantage. Nobody likes to have somebody who has way more money than they do and lose because of it. We want everybody to be even playing and just have a lot of fun as well as look cool doing it.
Now, obviously, Jaws, you know that the success of any game is going to be contingent upon people investing time and energy and actually getting fired up about it. There's tons of different FPSs, and last time I checked, there's only 24 hours in a day to play them. For you, where do you lie on that debate with regard to not creating any competitive advantage? Because it's obviously a far more inclusive environment, but for a lot of the pros, sometimes you get a little bit of pushback, and they're like, well, I don't know. I want to earn my way there, maybe not spend my way there.
Yeah, I mean, I think most players nowadays don't really want to spend a ton of money on a game repeatedly to try and get an advantage over other people. Like it's pretty anti-competitive when you think about it. So keeping it that way is always good, and maintaining a player base is always the most important thing for any game. If a game doesn't have a player base after a few months, maybe a year, like it's going to drop off the face of the earth, unfortunately. So, involving the game later down the line and making sure players continue to invest their time into them is going to be the number one priority here. And they're looking like they're going to do that, at least for the time being. And it's exciting to see this thing evolve.
Yeah, not to mention that we're actually giving NFTs utility, as you heard, as opposed to going out and buying a Bored Ape, which we stick on our Twitter profile, and then what does it do for us, right? Okay, we are just scratching the surface right now with regards to the things that sort of delineate the Forge Arena from the rest of those FPSs in the landscape. Let us delve a little bit further into what makes the game unique in contrast to some of the competition.
What makes Forge Arena a winner in the space is that it's really about how we embrace these new technologies and how we can utilize them to bring it, the experience and the dedication of players to a whole new level. So the fact that we have NFTs integrated inside the game is a huge plus, and the fact that the blockchain technology allows us to offer play-to-earn mechanics, which is a whole economy by itself. And the goal of the Forge Arena at GENESIS Studios is to give power back to the players. So everything we design inside the game and around the game infrastructure, when it comes to weapon NFTs, trading, buying, selling, ownership of items, ownership of maps, ownership of different interesting creative ways that we integrate inside the game, is a huge plus.
If you compare the Forge Arena to another competitor like Valorant or CS:GO, they're nearly neck and neck in gameplay and quality of life. The only difference, is Valorant and CS obviously have a AAA backed by huge studios, where the Forge Arena is more of a community-built game at this point, right? So when you're actually playing, though, there's almost no difference or discrepancy in the actual gameplay from one of these competitors. And I think the biggest difference is that we're actually giving ownership to the players. Right, so Valorant or CS, you can go ahead and you can purchase skins out of the shop, but they're centralized and you don't own them. At the Forge, if you generate a skin, or if you purchase a skin, or if you airdrop a skin, you own that skin. You can do whatever you want with it, and no one's going to tell you what to do with it.
What I really like that's different about our game mode, our competitive game mode, is really the way we took a take on it that's completely different. You know, we merged two game modes and we made it one. You know, so you're competing in this hybrid mode, which alternates between search and destroy and capture the objective. That duality is really, really cool because you play on one map and then you go to another map. And so what we see is this momentum switch. It allows players to really kind of like come back. If they were down and they switch maps, well, now on this map they might perform better and bring back, you know, boost them up. So it brings this game momentum that isn't available anywhere else, really.
The Forge Arena, you know, it's a competitive first-person shooter. So, and it is a team-based game. The hybrid mode is a 5v5. So if you're in a game and you don't have 5 people with 5 comms, you're gonna suffer. You need to be able to play with your team. You need to be able to communicate. You need to have your call-outs. You need to be able to rely on one another. We really want to put the emphasis on building your team.
So it's very important, like the way the maps are designed is really about team play. It's about tactically, you know, strategizing together towards, you know, the end goal, which is to win, right? So it's really important to, you know, practice the game with your teammates, do scrims, and constantly evolve your strategies to adapt against other teams.
So the goal for us in our community, in terms of how many skins a player could own, like, I think it's something that's going to be widely accessible in the sense that it's not like you can have a bunch of skins. You could have hundreds and thousands of skins down the line. That's really where we see the game going, is having a huge, you know, marketplace of skins from different creators. You get to, you know, follow the creators you like, follow the skins that you like, buy the skins that we are dropping also. So I really see that there will be players owning tons of skins.
Our skins are NFTs, so you actually own them. The weapon NFTs inside the Forge Arena are your property, so you decide to do what you want with it. You can sell, purchase them on secondary marketplaces, or you can just simply use them as somebody in another game using their skin or using it, right? So the biggest difference is really about the ownership and the fact that it is an NFT.
Our game, like the way it's timed, is really great, is because it's short and sweet. It goes from 22 minutes to 36 minutes about, and like if you're losing, you're gonna be done quick and we'll go to the next round. But if it's battling, then you know it's right there and everybody gets to enjoy it.
Again, a lot to unpack. There are some keywords popping out at me, community, and everybody. I'll start with you once more, Yuppie. Why was that so important? Growing up, obviously, we were always used to the devs deciding what was good and what was bad, and then we just had to live with it. But you guys clearly are kind of at the bleeding edge of a revolution when it comes to development of games and saying power to the people, right?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to try something different here. You know, studios say that they listen to their communities, and when they do an update or a change on their game, you don't really see it. And, you know, it's just all developers' ideas, and we want it to be the players' ideas. We want to take all these ideas that our community is getting and giving input on, and we want to figure that out so that everybody can be happy.
I'll tell you what, it reminds me of working a corporate job where nobody at the top understands what's happening with the people who are in the streets actually making things happen. I'm going to shift over to you now, Jaws. And is this play-to-earn model where you have NFT ownership really the future of gaming in your eyes?
I think a portion of it can be, yeah, definitely. It gives players an extra incentive to kind of grind out and play a game that they really do enjoy, and which can help the player base and, yeah, like I said, motivate them to play more, basically. And then you can trade skins with your friends and whatnot, and then sell them on the marketplaces if required, or, you know, you want to pick up a couple extra skins, which is nice. And yeah, having a community integration and being able to listen to the community and implement those ideas is also pretty important. I like the game mode, or the look at the game mode for the time being, and if they continue to add more, it's going to be a pretty exciting game down the road.
Yeah, and I think having that depth of gameplay, which will appeal to not only the dieharders, the pros who really need things to sink their teeth into, like this hybrid mode kind of creates some new challenges, but also not creating a barrier to entry where there's excess complexity. And if you were somebody who kind of participated in some of the FPS juggernauts that came before this game, like the CSGOs, like the Valorants of the world, you can just get up, pick up sticks and go, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
you can just, yeah. I thought you were tossing out into Yuppie, my bad.
No,
yeah,
it's a
most
follow-up for
definitely.
you.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of players are already familiar with those kind of games like CS and Valorant and whatnot. So jumping into this is going to be fairly easy, and it's going to feel a lot familiar, but with different aspects of the game, like the hybrid game mode.
Yeah, well, listen, guys, we touched on community, and obviously we're touching on the dieharders, who are the people that are kind of fueling esports in general. Let's sink our teeth into a little bit more about how the Forge Arena plays into that.
The community for us is so important because we're really, with this NFT space and the way we're building this game, it's with the community. We want them to feel like the investors of this game. And right now, you know, with this Ascendance capsule, what we want to do is really give back to players early on and show them that, you know, from the start, we're here for you guys and we want to reward you for playing. It's really important that the esport right now, tied to the way it is, the competitive side of the game, is oriented towards the different tiers of players. It's important to allow them all to feel like they can participate from an early stage. You know, we don't want to make people feel like they can't win the Ascendance badge or win parts of the prize. The whole prize pool is really a community prize pool. So we listened to our community, we heard what they had to say. You know, some people just, you know, hadn't been in the game yet, so they need to get a feel for it. They want to feel like, you know, they're gonna get rewarded for just playing. It's really important to just listen to them and hear what they have to say, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to come in and have fun and create the content that makes other people want to join or even just watch. So it's really important to give them exactly what they want.
In 2022, and you know, in the gaming industry and the blockchain gaming, it's very important to listen to the community. It's funny because we constantly say that it should be obvious, right, to studios to listen to their community, and it still surprises me to today that it's not a thing. Like, they say they're listening, but they're not. So for us, it's very crucial because we want to give you power, right? We want to give you guys a way that this game is not just us building it. We're building it together. Without you guys, this is not happening. So you have a word and an opinion when it comes to what's next. What are we, you know, like, what are we trying to accomplish here? What are we, like, you know, we're trying to come out with this new mode. What do you guys think? So there's going to be constantly like kind of polls or ways for people to give their feedback and suggestions, and that we actually carefully listen to. We have this general idea and vision and big goals when it comes to this game at Genies Studios, but we also know that your feedback, your suggestion, your participation, and your dedication to this game can pivot our ideas. And that's the whole point, is we want to build this together. We don't want to just do it ourselves, right? And we cannot do it ourselves. So you guys you're crucial to building this future together.
For anybody out there that's worried or, you know, doesn't feel like they can compete in the Ascendant series, I really want to make it a point that this whole tournament is built to give back to players of all levels, new players, players with more experience. The goal is to give back. You know, it's a community prize pool with an esports side and a casual side. You get rewarded for playing and just participating and growing the community. That's what we're all about. So we want to give back. You know, 33% almost of the whole entire NFT drop is oriented towards giving back to the community. There'll be the prize pool, the major prize pools for the major players that go and get to the finals. But there'll also be a bunch of rewards and prizes along the way for anybody just participating and playing in the game at this point, at this stage of where we are.
On one side, you have a 5-year-old, you know, that's able to play the Forge Arena as his first video game he's ever played. And then on the other side, you have professional Valorant and CSGO players joining in to compete at the highest level possible. And I think one of the main attracting points for these pro players is the decentralized ownership of the skins and the uncapped ability to grow with the game and the tournaments. You take, for example, the Ascendant Series tournament. It has an evolving crypto prize pool starting at over $1 million. And that is coming right from sales of NFTs and from the drops and from the stores. So as a player coming into a new game and having the ability to win a tournament and not have to jump through hoops of all of these other say other games, it makes the entry point a lot easier for them, and it makes it way more appealing for them to get their 5 guys to team up and say, hey, let's go ahead and take a shot at this, and that's where the skill gap, where these competitive players are really coming in and wanting to level it up. But don't let that deter you. If you have a team of 5, jump in. You'll be surprised on how far you can make it.
Well, listen, guys, there's not too many games that will offer you a $1 million prize pool, which is exactly what's happening in the Ascendant series. And I would imagine that is music to the ears of any professional FPS player. Jaws, I'm going to start with you this time. I mean, you can remember when you were cutting your teeth in this space, when you just did it for only the love of the game, and there's still plenty of love and passion out there. But now the opportunity for you to get rewarded, whether you're on the professional side or on the casual side, without having to outspend your opponents. I mean, this is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's a big prize pool, and I think that's going to draw the eyes of a lot of people. I mean, even the casual players that might want to grind the game out a little bit more than others, let's say, and maybe try and attempt to reach those top echelons of competition and go for these bigger prize pools. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, and having casual players come along for the ride and also earn a little bit here and there is also a nice thing too.
And getting those casual players, obviously the ease of transition, which we touched on a little bit earlier, Yuppie, was a focal point for you guys, wasn't it? You didn't want to reinvent the wheel, let people kind of who've already participated in the FPS space as gamers pick it up and go, but put your own twist on it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The hybrid mode, we put 2 game modes together. The capture the point is casual, and the search and destroy is competitive, but everybody has just about played both of those game modes, so why not throw them together and see what happens?
Yeah, well, listen, guys, I spent a lot of time in poker, doing poker commentary, and I remember when Chris Moneymaker won the World Series of Poker main event back in 2003. It was huge. I am praying that one of these 5-man teams that ends up at the top in this Ascendant series is from the casual side of the spectrum, because how much interest would that generate beyond what we've already got in the game? All right, you touched on a couple of the game modes. A little bit of a teaser. People might be scratching their temples. Why not shift gears now then to the actual gameplay? And it's none other than the golden pipes of Yuppie, who's going to walk us through it. Take a listen.
Let's get started with the shop and economy. The game has a shop where you can buy anything you need in order to win. To be able to buy anything in the shop, you need to have money. You can gain money in 2 ways. One is at the end of every round, and the second one is by getting kills. The Forge Arena has 2 main game modes, Deathmatch and Hybrid. Deathmatch is an 8 versus 8 casual team deathmatch that allows you to buy any weapon you want. The Hybrid game mode is a very unique mode compared to most other games. Hybrid is a competitive game mode that switches between 2 modes that you have probably heard of before. These are Capture the Point and Search and Destroy. Capture the Point consists of having a large point in the middle of the map that you have to work with your team to conquer. In the Search and Destroy mode, there are 2 sites where the offensive team has a bomb and needs to blow up one of those sites, or eliminate the entire enemy team to win that round. Play-to-earn games are going to be the future of gaming. The Forge Arena is no different. Because you are playing the game, you are making money on the Wax blockchain. There are 4 different types of currencies in the game. These currencies include Bounty, Soul, Scrap, and Sparks. The Bounty currency can be earned by completing challenges. Soul can be earned by accumulating kills. Scrap can be earned by just playing the game. The more playtime you have, the more you will earn. Sparks are the main currency that can be purchased directly from the launcher. This currency has many high priority uses, including fueling the NFT generator and the NFT store. NFTs are a large part of our game. These NFTs are similar to how CSGO weapon skins work, except for the fact that you own them instead of the game. This means that if you have a NFT weapon skin, you can do whatever you want with it since it's yours. You can receive NFTs in two ways, either buying them from the NFT store or randomly generating one in the NFT generator. The NFT generator can make completely random weapon skins, allowing them to be unique one-of-ones. In order to generate an NFT, you need to have the different currencies mentioned before to craft parts of a weapon. Once you have the necessary parts, then you can mint it as an NFT to use in-game. Each NFT has a float value and wear, making it look different based on how good the float value is. For example, a 0.43 service-worn Kitsune Deagle will look slightly better than a 0.48 weathered Kitsune Deagle. I hope this video helps you to learn more about the game so you can dominate your opponent during a match.
All right, I'm a 0.9x Halo weathered host right now. That's what I was all up to. Yuppie, I'm going to turn to you on the dev side first. Talk to me a little bit more about this float value. Who dreamed this up, and you know, how into this do you think that the player base is going to be? Because at the end of the day, there's two ways to look at it, and I'm going to get to Jaws with that. But talk to me about it a little bit.
So the float value, a lot of the inspiration came from CSGO. Obviously, Counter-Strike was a huge inspiration as they do have float values as well. It does a fairly similar thing in our game, except for the fact that, of course, you play to earn. You play the game, you earn more, and the float value can affect that, as well as it changes how your weapon looks. If you have a higher float value weapon, like a 0.9, it'll look a little bit more scratched up, a little bit more like it's been in a fight. Compared to a like 0.1, you're going to be like just out of the box, brand new kind of feel. You're going to be showing that off to all your teammates.
Yeah, I guess, again, we're not reinventing the wheel per se, but we're putting our own spin on it. And spin is important when you're looking to delineate yourself in a crowded space like FPS gaming, of which, Jaws, you've spent no shortage of time. Where do you stand on it? I'm like, do I want that dusty, beat up, super high float value weapon because then that shows off that I'm an OG, or do you want the like gleaming, spanking new, fresh to death look? Where are you at on that debate?
It feels like you want both, honestly. One to keep in your inventory to keep pristine, and then one to use on the when you're actually playing the game, so you don't ruin your factory new one, for example. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, you can have as many skins as you want, of course, so you can kind of choose whichever you want to use. But that would be my take on it. Just use the beat up one and then just keep a pristine one in your inventory, and then you can be like, hey, I've got this thing, it looks pretty cool, and then yeah, I might not use it, but I've still got it, so it looks pretty sick. And then you've got your other skins that you enjoy to use in the game and just pop off with.
And the beauty of it is that, you know, you're picking up float value as you're playing the game and you're weathering those weapons, and that's how you earn, and then you can get that next replacement skin as a result without breaking the bank. Okay, boys, I feel like we've tackled a lot. We got a mouthful that we're chewing on right now, but what we've left out is the map. So let's get to that next.
So first, we're looking at the search and destroy A site. Actually, this could be capture the point. We are looking at the top of the capture the point on Origins. Obviously, this is on the left side or the right side, depending on where you're at, and it is very important. That hill that you see in the background, that's going to be a major factor in these games.
So, Yuppie, when you guys were busy developing these maps, what were the main things that you were looking to keep in mind?
Well, I think the main thing would be is we want something different, right? All the other maps that other games have, you know, they're very self-explanatory. These ones here, we want to get players out of their comfort zone. We want them to try something new. That's the whole point of this game. We don't want people to get in there. We want them to get the gist, but we don't want them to be like, oh, this is just another walk in the park.
At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of cyber zoo animals, and enrichment is important, isn't it, Jaws? You don't want to take basically all of the same ingredients that every other FPS has had in a map and then just dress them up differently. You want to actually create a different environment and landscape altogether for some new challenges, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. You need something rather unique in order to stand out from the crowd. And yeah, I like the ability to just actually elevation is kind of important in certain games, and most tactical shooters right now, they don't have a crazy amount of elevation, but that map specifically has got a lot more than I'd expect from more of a tactical shooter. So yeah, it looks a pretty fun map to play.
Yeah, man, definitely. We want to stand apart in that crowded space. Let's shift gears now to the Origins map for search and destroy. So obviously we touched on sort of the capture the point, and now we've got the other gameplay mode, Yuppie.
Yeah, so what we're looking at right here is the A bomb site on Origins. Players in this objective has to plant the bomb on one of these sites. There are 2 sites, A and B, and the defensive team has to try to stop the offensive team from planting that bomb. We're looking at B site right here on the other side of the Origins map. Both of these sites have a lot of choke points for players to capitalize on.
Yeah, the capture the point reminds me a little bit of King of the Hill mode. Again, dating myself a little bit in Halo, but very much appealing to the casual gamer. You don't necessarily have to be a frag stud to succeed in that particular game mode. But there's some versatility that we're showing off here, too, with respect to the maps, where these various modes then create different utility in terms of the way it's laid out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
No, go on, Yuppie.
Go ahead, Josh. Go. You can take it.
Better than I can. Oh yeah, I was just going to say, one of us has to go.
Okay. All right, I'll take over here. So the game modes are, this game mode, having to switch in between the maps. Of course, we want them to both be fairly similar in art style. And the search and destroy maps, we've seen in other games that they just, like Josh said earlier, they're very flat. There's not a lot of verticality to them, so to say. And we wanted to add that in because, again, like I said, we want players to be outside of their comfort zone. So they got to relearn something new. Relearning something from scratch is always a challenge. And that's what we want to give players.
All right, and the next challenge we've got is the Exodus map. We're going to be seeing both of these in gameplay 5-on-5 action in just moments. And here's a look at what Capture the Point feels like there. And talk to me about some of the differences between these two maps, Yuppie.
So Capture the Point on Exodus. Obviously, as you can see from the flyover here, Exodus is more of a old Egyptian kind of style. And notice that the point is actually in the middle of the map. Compared to Origins, the point is on one side of the map. So this is a very important part.
Jaws, when you're looking at these two landscapes over here and you're thinking about yourself and which one of these game modes appeals to you most, if you had to choose between Origins, Exodus, Capture the Point, and Search and Destroy, where are you putting your own money on yourself to flourish?
I mean, I always been a fan of Search and Destroy, so probably that. I mean, the Egyptian style map as well looks pretty intense. That very enclosed area where the point is that looks pretty tough to actually assault. So I mean, that's going to be, I think, more just wiping the other team rather than actually capping it. That looks almost impossible to actually get into the point itself without suffering some severe casualties. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. I'm not exactly a pro player, and I think I'll leave it to the pros from CS and Valorant to figure out.
All right, let's keep it moving then with a look at how Search and Destroy looks, since that's your cup of tea, Jaws. Here again on the Exodus map, Yuppie.
Yeah, so what we're going to be looking at right here is the A site on Exodus. This is a very compact site, much like the Capture the Point. Like Jaws said, we want players to fight close quarters. Now we're looking at the B site. Yet again, we see a very similar compact fighting. We want players to get in each other's faces, fight, and see who the better player actually is.
Yeah, is there anything more annoying, Jaws, than one of these like super spread out maps and everybody can just kind of find a perch and hide and snipe and you don't get any of that close quarter bloodiness that you kind of crave?
Yeah, I mean, the little bit of variance there is nice, of course. And I wouldn't want to face it up against Wardell with any kind of sniper rifle. So yeah, I mean, close quarters is definitely going to favor the other team that's not playing against Wardell. Or that is playing against Wardell, sorry.
All right, listen, guys, you just teased it right there. You said Wardell. We're going to talk a little bit now about the rosters. But before we do, what did I say earlier? I said we're going to give you guys some stuff just for being here on the stream right now. In just 5 minutes, in fact, you're going to have a chance to win an Ascendance Capsule NFT just for watching. Type ! Enter in the chat on Twitch. Drop your wallet address in there. And once you've entered, you get the Ascendant Series Tournament badge, which is used to register for the Ascendant Series Tournament, and then also an Ascendance-themed weapon, which is going to be usable right away in the Forge Arena. In 5 minutes, we've got the first of 3 drawings that are going to be happening throughout the broadcast today, so certainly we want you to stay tuned to see if you are a winner. You heard the term Wardell, and indeed, he is going to be heading up one of the teams, but the other is Team Baby Bay. And here is a look now at the two of them. You saw just briefly the names beneath each captain. Wardell, Titan, Strong Legs, Yeah Boy Dre, and Brand One on one side. On the other, you've got the blue team captain, Baby Bay, with Minak, Calypso, Nothing, and Jaggers and Jaws. These are real titans of the FPS space that we're having square off against each other here, aren't they?
Oh yeah, 1000%. I mean, I'm looking at your boy Dre and Calypso and Baby May, of course. Actually crazy first-person shooter players. So having them face up against each other is pretty exciting on a good day. But yeah, on a brand new game too, yeah, where anything can happen, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, I think.
Yuppie, I feel like you guys have an impressive Rolodex over there at Gen E to get all of these guys down here. Were they involved at all in the conversations that you had while you were developing?
Not so much. So actually, a lot of this came out of the CEO of Gen E, Minak. He co-founded OP Skin, so he was massive into the CS:GO community, and a lot of these players are from CS:GO. So he has massive connections.
Yeah, obviously a big juggernaut in the CS:GO streets. Let's go now to the format of this particular battle that we've got here in this Forge Arena Genesis match. And here it is. Like we talked about earlier, it's a 5-on-5 situation and a best-of-5 series. Now, each series is comprised of games, so first person to get to 3 out of 5 will win. But in order to win one of those games, you've got to pick up 10 rounds. Rounds within each game, kind of like points, but you can't just get to 10. You got to get to 10 with at least a 2-round lead. There will be no draws. And we've touched repeatedly on this hybrid competitive game mode, something a little bit new, a curveball of sorts that we're going to be throwing to all of these super talented guys who have just so many hours of FPS experience under their belts. And it's going to be a little capture the point and search and destroy on the 2 maps that we walked you through, which were Exodus and Origins. Jaws, if, you know, I got a squirt pistol to your head, let's put it like, and I said you got to make a pick here between Team Baby Bay and Wardell. Who do you like?
I think I like Wardell's team, honestly. He's a nutty player with a rifle, so I'd be pretty scared if I were Baby Bay right now.
All right, well, listen, here we go, boys. It is time, the very first of our games, and they're playing to 10. Take it away.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
so we're on.
Yeah, Yuppie. Pretty excited to get into this one. Of course, we're in the pistol round now.
Yeah, we're starting right off with the pistol round. You see Jaggers here using a USP and getting a couple kills on the point. We're playing on Exodus. Like Jaggers said, this center point is very compact. A lot of players will have a tough time here, and it looks like Team Wardell will take round 1.
Yeah, it doesn't liking that. Well, Yuppie, of course, you being one of the lead developers on the game, what is your play right now after you winning the pistol round? Are you just armoring straight up? Are you buying extra weapons? How do you play this one normally?
So right now, what I would do if I am down a round for Team Baby Bay, I would automatically start saving. I want to save right up for that rifle. And especially if you want to buy a sniper, you're going to have to start saving. Where I see Wardell here already bought an attachment for his Glock. That's going to be very interesting with his economy later in the game.
Well, they do manage to get the bomb down by the looks of it. Now just securing the area, I can imagine. And yeah, he has got that reticle sight on. So a little bit more accurate, I can imagine. But I don't think he needs it, to be honest with you. Although maybe just saving up for an op. That's probably the best bet. Honestly, he just waits until he can get that op and just start frying people. We'll have to wait and see. The bomb has been planted, of course. And now they just have to defend the site. As Team Baby Bay attempt to make their presence known, but with only 2 players. Make that 1 player left. Wardell picking up a couple, not too bad whatsoever. They pick up another round, and yeah, looks like their pistol and their early kills and the early amount of money that they earned in the first round paid off dividends for them in the second.
Yeah, Team Wardell already starting out pretty strong, and a lot of that has to do with winning that pistol round. Winning that pistol round is just so important for your economy, especially when you're going to get later into the game. We're over here watching Baby Bay slide down the pyramid. I mentioned this earlier, that's how you get into the Exodus. Now it looks like he's going to be going under, but I'm actually curious tell me what you think about this, Jaws. Who do you think on Team Baby Bay is going to be the one that's going to pick up the sniper?
I mean, honestly, probably just everybody should be picking up the op. I'm going to be real, just holding angles. But with how fast you are in this game, it looks pretty. Doesn't look that effective, especially when you're on this kind of map that's so close quarters. Your boy Dre ends up going down. Baby trying to peek up top, gets spotted but gets hit. Makes the call and then rotates back to the ground floor, but runs straight into. Not entirely sure who that was, but he did manage to pick him up regardless. 1-on-1 now as Team Wardell and Baby Bay are both getting eliminated rather quickly, rather faster than they thought they would, maybe.
There's shift lock.
Looks like we got a 1-versus-1 situation going on here. Baby Bay in a little bit of trouble. Brandon's going to be able to get onto the site and take out Baby Bay. That is a very, very important round for Team Wardell. Round 3 goes to Wardell.
I'm just kidding. Y'all are goated.
Yeah, picking up AKs and stuff now. All attachments that you could ever really want. Picking up the armor too. I remember you were mentioning something to me before about the armor and it replenishing between rounds if you do survive, even if it is damaged.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's correct. Your economy can really change based on your armor. If you die in a round, you have to rebuy your armor. If you lose your armor, but you survive that round, you don't have to, and it will replenish. It looks like Wardell's going to pick up Baby Bay here in the middle. The bomb's down. They're getting flanked. And Team Baby Bay is going to wipe Team Wardell.
Complete eco round wipe as well. That was in a blink of an eye. The entirety of Team Wardell just went down in a matter of 2 seconds or so. So at least now Team Baby can pick up a couple of rifles of their own. Looks like Baby is going with the M4. Couple of attachments, full armor, full smoke, grenades, and flashbangs. Although you can only buy 1 grenade of each, Yuppie.
Yeah, so he's going to have to really decide what he's going to want to do with these grenades here. Notice his economy is already a little low. It looks like he's going to go under. He's going to throw a nade to the other guy. He will spot somebody. There's going to be another one down there with him. Brandon's going to end up getting the kill. Titan in the woods area here with a sniper. So Titan ended up getting the sniper. He's going to get a kill on Jaggers. Still going to be hunting. It's a 2v4 situation for Team Baby Bay. And Titan, again, going to take out Minak.
Yeah, now it's a 4-on-1. Looks rather unwinnable, especially if you've got an op on the other team. Easy as that. 4-on-1 for Team Wardell. And as soon as you get that economy rolling, it's pretty hard to come back from. Although, maybe, just maybe, if they can pick up another one of those eco round aces, they might be able to get back into the game quite quickly. But it looks like, saying that, it looks like they have a fair bit of cash to splurge on nades and weapons. So a couple of M4s here and there for the rest of the team.
Yeah, and one thing to note there is that Team Wardell, it's not actually Wardell sniping. Wardell's known for his sniper tactics in Valorant, but it's actually Titan. Titan, a OG of the game. He is very good on the sniper. He mainly plays the sniper.
Oh, he got me too! Shit, I didn't know he was with him. How do you have so much money? Because they're winning.
I love that we're getting player comps as well. I'm not gonna lie, just hearing the players on the stream too is quite funny. Obviously, being a new game too, it's going to be a little bit foreign here and there, and like rotations and whatnot. So hearing people trying to comment is always quite funny. I mentioned before how quick you are in this game too, and just jumping around the corner and insta-binning someone. I think it's going to be quite apparent. Oh, unlucky. 5-1 for Team Wardell now.
Alright, it's not over. It's not over, Billy.
It's not over, they say.
All right.
They're ready.
Yeah, it's definitely not over. There are plenty of rounds left to go. I think Team Baby Bay is still just kind of they're getting the feel for the game. They're trying to figure out what's working, what's not. Maybe they're just, you know, as you can hear from the comms, they're enjoying themselves. They're just laughing. They're pretty much learning the game at this point. They're trying to figure things out, try new things, and it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun for these players to not only learn but just compete against other players that they're familiar with. Titan's actually going to miss a shot here that was very important.
Oh, peek me, you dirty bitch.
Yeah, Titan is pretty isolated in the corner there, although he does have the high ground, of course, just waiting for someone to peek out. And and the scope speed, by the way, of the Barrett is kind of ridiculous. So you're able to quick scope people pretty quickly. Although Zone is being captured right now, they got to do something about it. I talked a little bit about this earlier on. There's one, there's another one. Like, how is this even possible? Oh my, okay.
A triple kill from Titan.
That's okay, dude.
What just happened?
Maybe? Pick up rain?
Yeah, I don't know if I can even put that into words of what just happened. Titan's so quick on his feet with that sniper, able to just took out what, 4 people that round? Like, absolutely carrying his team right now.
Yeah, maybe that's why Wardell relinquished the op. Well, there's another kill. Titan is just absolutely dominating currently. Like I said, quickscoping in this game seems pretty efficient, unlike a lot of others, although they do end up losing one. Make that 2. Now it's a 4-on-2 as Team Wardell now have to play a little bit more defensive, although Titan is kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, and Calypso just nails his head against the wall there with a couple of bullets, and now a 4-on-2 again. I must have misread. There's a 4. Oh, it's okay. Replay, because we're slightly behind on this stream. So there you go. You got to see it from Calypso's perspective. Now the 3-on-1 should be pretty easy for Team Baby Bay now. They're on the board, kind of. 6-2, still winnable.
Baby Bay under.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They are definitely back on the board here. Actually getting a bunch of comms here. Let's take a listen in.
Make sure you guys just hold it and let me and Arthur get down there on point. Somebody flank.
They're definitely trying to figure something out here. They're trying to set something up. They know that they're behind they're behind 4 rounds actually. Looks like Minak's going to go underneath with Baby Bay. They're going to be looking for somebody, but they're not going to see anybody. Nobody else from Team Wardell went under. They're going to be pushing their spawn.
I don't see them, guys. One right, bottom right.
Yeah, they do travel incredibly quickly. Baby Bay was consistently pushing lower, so you can see where their priorities lie. Nothing takes 1 kill, and now a 5-on-4. The point has been unlocked, of course, and make that a 2-on-4 now as Team Wardell maybe losing a little bit of their spark they gained earlier on. However, still very winnable. Baby Bay 1v2 now, but Wardell is hunting them down. Should be pretty easy. Team Wardell 7-2 are very close to actually taking this first map.
I'm just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, and you know, I was very hopeful for Team Baby Bay. You know, they got that 1 round. There was a little bit of an upset from Team Wardell, and I was hoping that they were going to be able to keep their momentum, but it didn't look like they were able to. So now we're going to see if they try something different. Now, note, they did
Team Ordell did lose a round to Team Baby Bay by them pushing up and flanking from behind. So I'm curious to see if we're going to have that happen again. Looks like we're going to have a flash middle. Ordell's going to slowly be peeking middle. He's going to see somebody in the window. He's going to back off. Looks like this might be an A play. Your boy Dre, maybe an entry fragger. Looks like there goes Brand One. They're slowly making a play onto A. Titan with the sniper in the back, looking to try to pick up somebody. Not seeing anybody on the A site. They're playing very passive. He's going to check heaven. Your boy Dre's going to get a kill on the site. It looks like they're going to push onto the site. All 5 of them are there. They're going to be shooting at the A main. There's going to be 2 players down from Team Baby Bay. 2v4. They're going to pick up 1. Calypso's going to go down. The 1 versus 4 situation here. Can he clutch it? He is going to pick up a kill. Wardell's also going to go down, but he's going to die from a grenade. That is a very rare sight to see.
Yikes. 8-2 now for Team Wardell. Is it winnable at this point? If you're this far behind, it feels not quite so much. I mean, the economy, how impacted are you in the economy when you're this deep into the game and you've only got 2 rounds to your name?
At this point in the game, the economy really isn't a big deal unless you make a big change of your weapon. If you want to switch to a sniper, that will definitely affect your economy. But one thing is I have seen comebacks from actually worse than this. I've seen like 9-1 comebacks, and those games were actually incredible. So we're going to see if Team Wardell can close it out here. Looks like Strong Legs is going to get a couple hits on somebody. There's going to be 3 people down from blue team. Baby Bay's team looking not very good. They're in a lot of trouble. Another player's going to go down, and Team Wardell just wiping the floor.
Yeah, not our map, maybe. Not our map. Team Baby Bay not doing so hot. Only 1 more round is needed. The Team Wardell. At least Baby Bay's having a good time. He always does, regardless if he wins or loses.
Where do I go? Where do I go? Mid? I snipe mid? I'm gonna snipe
Looks
mid.
it's like Baby Bay here is really wanting that comeback. And another thing to note is that Baby Bay has not only himself, but he also has Calypso on his team. Both of those players have played the game in the past. So it's interesting as to why they are dominating the scene. They know these maps roughly, and they've played before. They have that experience. It looks like there's going to be 1 going down on Team Wardell. Baby Bay with the sniper peeking B main. Not going to be able to see anybody. He's going to take more shots, but he's going to miss them. Looks like another one's going to go down. Calypso taking out Brand One from Team Wardell. It's a 3 versus 5 situation here. Looks like it's going to be towards a B side, possibly. Team Wardell playing far back in their spawn. And another one's going to end up going down. Now a 2 versus 5 scenario. It looks like Team Wardell might actually go down. It's like Baby Bay's team. Somebody's going to go down on his.
Alive, though.
No way.
Seems pretty easy from this point. Although Titan,
he's really good, dude.
he does end up falling.
Really
Luckily
good,
for Team Baby Bay, Baby is like hyping him up
so
as well.
Yeah,
Titan
Baby
saying
Bay
how good
really
Titan
enjoys
is this game.
Titan.
I'm not even kidding, bro.
Yeah, you know, I kind of predicted something like this was going to happen. You know, Titan, a very strong sniper player, especially on the sniper, you know, almost, you know, he does call himself a one-trick pony when it comes to the sniper sometimes. But, you know, what I am seeing something, though, is that Titan is carrying Team Wardell when Brand One, the other experienced Forge Arena player, he was going to carry, but he's obviously not. Looks like we're going to be having an underfight. 3 people down on Team Baby Bay, 1 down on Team Wardell. Like another fight underneath. Team Wardell, another one down. 1 versus 3 scenario. It's like Wardell going to be under the point. He realizes that are on the point. His teammates are on the point. It looks like there's 1 left. Calypso on Team Baby Bay. There's going to be shots fired. Titan's going to miss his shot, and he will go down. Team Wardell taking game 1.
Okay, that seemed pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie from Team Wardell. Let's be real with ourselves here. Titan with the Barrett just kind of carried that whole game.
Boys, I think I went through a whole tub of popcorn there. First and foremost, let's talk about Titan. Obviously, a content creator for Forge Arena, and it looks like kind of a competitive advantage based on that line item on his resume. What do you think, Yuppie?
Yeah, Titan definitely has a lot of experience under his belt when it comes to this game. He has countless hours in this game. He played it back in 2018. He's just played this game a lot. And like I said earlier, it is a lot of the sniper.
Yeah, he won a 300-player squad tournament back in 2019 for Planet Side. Coming over to you, Jaws, what went right for Team Baby Bay in those three rounds, rather, that they managed to pick up a point?
I mean, good question. Maybe Titan wasn't popping off nearly as hard. You heard Baby Bay at the very end there, just how scared he was to kind of peek the guys. So yeah, maybe they didn't fear Titan nearly as much on those rounds, and they did end up winning. But I feel like it's just a mental game at this point with Titan dominating the map with the Barrett.
I heard the term momentum economy come out of your mouth on a number of occasions there, Yuppie. Once you get behind, and obviously you run a little bit leaner in your coffers, the challenge really becomes greater and greater, and you're up against it, aren't you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, early rounds are very important. You know, that economy can hurt you really bad early rounds, and it will hurt you later on in the game. But that pistol round is so crucial in order to win a match.
Talk to me about loadouts, Jaws. I mean, I'm not sure we were able to see exactly what everybody kitted themselves up with going from round to round. The pace is pretty breakneck. But in terms of differences, perhaps, between the capture the point and the search and destroy, you really want to make sure you're bringing, you know, the right armament sort of for the task at hand.
Yeah, it seems like just stocking out with nades and then just picking up a rifle and then having one play using the Barrett. I was going to call it the AWP, but the Barrett. I think that's probably the best kind of setup. Have one player either hang back or just look down a long haul, and then easy peasy, really. I mean, you're just having the rest of the players just kind of rush around, which is what we're seeing Baby Bay's team doing a lot of the time, just rushing underground, trying to take that control, but didn't end up working out for them.
There's two different approaches, though, aren't there, Yuppie? I mean, you can kind of take a balanced attack where everybody is sort of similar with respect to their strength of their loadouts, and then you've got times where you create one guy who maybe is super specialized in what you want to send him out to do, and then you've got other guys who are on the opposite side of the spectrum with regards to their purpose. Any competitive advantage in your mind within each of those gameplay modes in this hybrid format to one strategy versus the other in terms of balance or specialists?
Not a whole lot, but what I did notice is that there was a lot of M4s. I'm not sure, there might have been one AK that I seen, but the AK and the M4 are both very strong. So I'm curious to see in game 2 if we might see a couple more AKs. Maybe somebody isn't feeling the M4, as well as I'm also curious on the sniper on Titan. Are we going to see Titan keep the sniper, or are we going to see it go to Wardell?
Well, we're going to find out right now, boys. Take it away. Game 2, Wardell up 1-0.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, we're jumping on a different map this time around, Yuppie. So seeing a little bit of a different scenery, and feels like the one and only pistol round that's going to happen. Like you said, the economy doesn't really matter a whole bunch going later rounds. So we'll see if Team Wardell can Team Bebe can come back, but they've already started the round off losing a player, so maybe not so likely.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty even here. We got 4 versus 4. We actually got a 3v3 going on. Now a 2v3. Both players on Baby Bay low, and they're both going to go down about the same time. And again, Team Wardell just sweeping the floor with Team Baby Bay. Not sure what's going on there.
I don't think he can do team damage.
Yeah. Well, maybe, you know, Team Wardell just built different. Not sure. They already dominated the first round, so we'll see if they can carry on that momentum coming into this one. Not buying up a whole bunch by the looks of it. Just a couple of attachments for the pistols, and then just rolling on forward. Of course, it does the game. Oh, Minak does manage to take out Wardell, luckily enough. Team Bebe changing up the strat, just rushing down the mid site. Just mid this time around.
Yeah, Wardell actually going down middle there with the bomb. That is not a very good situation, but we are in a 2v1. We're now in a 1v1, and
oh my god.
He's gonna clutch it up. Team Wardell takes round 2 as well. This is very good for Team Wardell.
Save up for that sniper, Wardell.
Kind of exceptional, honestly. It looked like it was going the way of Team Baby Bay, but exactly the same thing that happened on the previous map where Team Baby Bay, yeah, they had players up, but Team Wardell, there's got a lot of clutch players on their team by the looks of it. Still looking at Titan to try and pop off again, but we haven't reached the point in time where we are seeing the Barretts come out. Looks like just a couple of rifles for each side.
Yeah, we're definitely not far enough into the round for Titan to be able to pick up a sniper, but we're starting off here with Strong Legs going to the balcony, actually. He's going to be trying to see if he can see anybody in that middle tower. He's going to spot somebody on the head glitch spot, and he will take him down. Team Baby Bay already down to 2 members. Not sure what happened to them, but Strong Legs going to go down to Jaggers. Now, we got Jaggers left.
This guy's gonna have an op again. Holy fuck.
We got 4 members left on Team Wardell. Jagger's going to try to take out Titan, but Titan again destroying Jaggers.
We're so fucked, dude.
I'm gonna be straight up with you guys.
We're so fucked.
There's no chance for us to win this shit.
I'm buying every round.
I can't even fight them for it.
This guy's gonna get the Barret.
And already, the comms have descended into madness.
I think we try to go for a mid fight again, but this time when we're up,
I mean, hey, winnable. Keep positive momentum. As soon as one player says, hey, we can't win in a ranked game, you know it's done. So we'll see if that actually doesn't affect the rest of the team, but...
Yeah, that's exactly
one
right.
Player down for Team Baby Bay already.
I don't know what's going on in this match. It just Team Baby Bay just can't get any momentum going here. Jaggers is the last player alive yet again. We've seen him last alive on round 3. It looks like they're just gonna take over the bomb site here. Strong Legs gonna push up ramp, gonna see if he can catch Jaggers out. And Jaggers actually does take down Strong Legs, but then Jaggers quickly goes down. There are 4 players left alive. That's again another round for Team Wardell, but Team Baby Bay does have economy now to deal with Team Wardell.
Dude, the money system's so scuffed. You can't the first thing you buy, you're stuck with it unless you win a fucking round.
You can refund.
Oh my god.
What do you mean
Oh
refund? How do I do
my
that?
If you go to buy.
Oh my god.
I love it. I
So it
honestly love
sounds
it.
like
I love it, Baby. He's just
like
yelling. He's so
nothing there.
good, man. What the hell?
yeah,
Well,
Baby Bay's
Winnable,
definitely very
maybe. I
impressive.
don't know.
with Titan.
Titan's going to have an op. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Can Baby Bay pick up a kill? That's the question. I mean, Wardell with a rifle. Minak does manage to pick him up, though. So, although I say that, instantly, Team Baby Bay lose 2. Baby Bay not doing so hot. Minak goes down as well.
What?
Your boy Dre and the rest of Team Wardell just look like they're going to clean up.
What the fuck?
Just need to wrap it up at this point, I think, Team Baby Bay. Killed by Titan, what a surprise. There you go, Team Wardell on 5.
4K that round. He has a fucking op, dude. We're fucked, guys. We're actually fucked. I haven't even
Baby
done
Bay
it.
really going crazy here. It's all about Titan. It looks like the star, the MVP of Team Wardell is Titan, just catching Baby Bay off guard. Well, actually, not even just Baby Bay, catching his whole team off guard, just destroying them with the Barret. Looks like Jagger's gonna be pushing up middle.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he is. Oh, a double nade kill coming in, and another one down on Team Wardell. It's a 2 versus 5. This might be the first round for Team Baby Bay. 2 are going to go down. It's a 3 versus 2. Another one's going to go down. It's a 2v2 scenario here. Minak going to take a couple shots on mid. He will pick him up. Titan, last player alive, the start of the team, and he will go down. Minak and Calypso look like they're going to clutch this 6th round.
Okay, well,
Get a little.
winnable. It's 5-1. They have economy. Maybe winnable. Is it likely? Probably not. So we'll see. I mean, does Titan have the Barret? That's the question. Not entirely sure. Not entirely
Yeah, I'm
sure,
not
but
quite
if he
sure
does, it
either.
might be GG.
Yeah, I think he does have the Barret. We're gonna notice when he pulls out the weapon here.
Whenever he does. He actually has an M4. I'm surprised we didn't see the Barrett. I think Wardell might have actually been going for the Barrett, possibly. Looks like Titan's going to be taking a fight in middle here. A lot of shots are going to be exchanged. 2's already down for Team Wardell. Titan's going to go down. There are 4 left on Team Baby Bay. Your boy Dre in woods, able to get 1 or 2 hits on the other player. It's a 2 versus 3 scenario. Another one's going to go down for Team Baby Bay. It's a 3 versus 2. And another one's going to go down. Now it's left to Minak. Minak, 1 versus 2 scenario here. Titan, the star of Team Wardell, still alive. But Minak was on the site, almost capped it, but Titan able to take out Minak.
Yeah, that's, well, Minak just trying to carry the rest of the team, but not quite doing it, unfortunately.
And an extendo, right?
All right, it looks like we got strong legs here. It looks like it could be a B play, possibly a split. It looks like it's going to be a split towards A and B, but bomb will go B. Strong legs going long here. Is Titan watching it? Is somebody watching it? No, it doesn't look like it. Strong legs going to be able to push up A long. Pretty easy, but nothing's going to pop around the corner, take down strong legs. But does he realize that your boy Dre stuck below him? Your boy Dre able to take out nothing. Your boy Dre, now, does he have a sight? He does hear somebody. He will get shot from Baby Bay, and Team Wardell is just going to get melted here. Looks like Team Baby Bay might have a little bit of momentum here. Now, one thing you always like to see is that the players on both teams buying their armor, they know that their armor goes away if they die. It's a 6 rounds for Team Wardell and 2 rounds for Team Baby Bay.
Don't forget,
Curious to see if they'll be able to do something. Again, you hear Minak there quickly mentioning armor. Got strong legs in Titan going towards their sniper tower. See what's going to happen here. Again, now they're on the hill. This is a very important part of the map here. A lot of verticality towards that point. Looks like there's going to be a bunch of grenades going off. Strong legs pushing up through the mountain. He's going to see somebody, not going to be able to get anybody. 1 person down on each team already. Strong legs going to be able to get a little hit. Jagger's very low in middle. Going to be looking to try to pick up a kill here. He's trying to figure it out. Brandon is going to kill somebody from Team Baby Bay. Now it's a 2 versus 4, excuse me, scenario. 1 versus 4 now. Again, just Team Wardell just taking the money here, taking the bag. 7-2. We are already we're over halfway through this next round. So I'm curious to see if Team Baby Bay will switch it up to try something different. Looks like we might have another B play here. I wonder if Wardell actually realizes he has the bomb this time. Last time he ended up dropping the bomb in middle. He didn't realize he had the bomb. Looks like Baby Bay is going to be pushing up mid connector.
Hey, yo, it's us. What's up? It's the 3. Hi. Yeah, so that was cool. There we go. It's I don't think the game's over just yet. But yeah.
No.
What do you think so far? Yeah. There we go, we're back in. I know you want to see our beautiful faces, but we're gonna go back into the game. We probably want to see Baby Bay maybe making a comeback. 2-on-2 now, but 7 up for Wardell, 2 for Team Baby Bay. Can Baby Bay actually pull out the miracle comeback?
Give me time.
Time will tell.
Flanking. No armor on me.
Woo! 1 versus 1. Okay. Baby in the 1v1. Can he clutch it up? He needs to get his team back in the game. Morale needs to be heightened at this point. I think it's pretty much through the floor right now. They gotta know where he is too, so he's treading into enemy territory. Oh, and they pick up a round. Okay, 7-3.
Yeah, you could definitely tell Baby Bay very happy about that one. They really needed that round, not only for morale, but just to win this match in general. And something you hear from the blue team a lot is there's just a lot going on in terms of
just trying to figure out what to do, how to respond to this Team Wardell.
Somebody on the outside, on the left. Somebody middle, one tower on the right.
Yeah, there you go. At least setting up pretty well at the start of the round. Making sure they can lock down some key areas, fight over that high ground, make sure Titan's kind of contained. No, Ali was mentioning it was a PlanetSide 2 player won a 300-player tournament back in the day, which is pretty sick. That was a fun game. Oh, but he hasn't lost it. Oh, 2 kills. He's done enough damage though. Team Wardell with only 1 player alive in a 1v3.
You win. Nice.
Good shit, baby.
We're fucking owning. We're fucking owning. Let's go.
You could definitely hear Baby Bay over there, very excited to win that round. It looks like we could have a comeback here. It's 4-7. And Baby Bay, not only him, but also his team, they have that momentum now. Do you think that this is going to continue into these next round, Jaws?
I mean, it's hard to tell. It depends if the morale has been lifted up. After a couple of round wins, maybe, but saying we just can't win, man, that really does hurt. But they do manage to pick up 2 already, so Team Wardell, they're floundering just a little bit. Oh, Wardell though. Oh, he's got the orb. You got to be scared. Instantly cleared out by Calypso, and now a push onto the B site now for Team Baby Bay.
Yeah, looks like Team Baby Bay has a big man advantage here in this round. 4 versus 2. Calypso will take down another player. 1 left on Team Wardell. Let's see what he can do. He's going to try to clutch it up, but it looks like there's going to be a smoke coming out on ramp. The bomb should go down, but the player's actually going to die, and Team Baby Bay again taking another round. That's 2 in a row. This is starting to look promising for Team Baby Bay.
Yes, it is. Like you mentioned earlier, comebacks, they are real, and maybe a 9-1 is a little bit out there, but this one looks infinitely more winnable.
Well, you're on the wrong agent for that.
5-7.
You hear strong legs
Baby
there.
Bay now, only 2 rounds behind.
Love that.
The strong legs, they're doing a little reference to Valorant. You know, somebody said that they might not be feeling very good, but in the meantime, he will pick up 2 kills, and he will go down. So it's a 3 versus 4. 3 versus 2, actually, now. And 3 versus 1. Just players on Wardell's team just dropping like flies. It's a 1 versus 3 scenario. Brandon's got to try to clutch this up, and he won't. Brandon's going to go down, and Team Baby Bay again going to take another round, 6-7.
Okay, so they're actually feeling pretty good with themselves at this point. Maybe it's because Titan hasn't had a Barrett for the last few rounds, so maybe if he gets his hand on one of those, it might be a little bit different, although it looks like he has one at this point. So the ties could be turned once again. I just want to see his POV the entire time. Where's he going to post up with his Barrett?
Yeah, it looks like Titan will pick up the Barrett. Sorry, he's going to be peeking long A. It looks like 2 are going to go down from Team Baby Bay. Team Wardell has all 5 players, and they're all full health. Titan's going to miss a shot on long. He's going to see somebody else. He's going to miss another shot. He will take some damage. Jagger's going to be able to take out Titan. Now it's a 3 versus 4, a 2 versus 4, 2 versus 3 scenarios. Sorry, players are dropping like flies. And now let's see, can Team Baby Bay make the comeback and take the round to tie it up? Looks like another player from Team Baby Bay will go down. It looks like Jaggers is left alive, and Jaggers will go down again. And another round for Team Wardell, 8-6. What do you think's going on here? What do you think Team Baby Bay has to change in order to get back into that rhythm of winning again?
Yeah, just hey, if you do the same thing as you've been doing, just shutting Titan down, it might be it might work out for you. Although saying that, Jaggers took out Titan fairly early on. Dying first as well is obviously not good. I think it was a nade kill to kill off one of Baby Bay's players early. So definitely not lining yourself up for one of those is quite nice. Not catching the grenade, of course.
Yeah, that's right. You got
And Titan knows
Titan
his map
peeking
so
in the
well.
middle of the tower. It's like a blue player is going to be on the site already. They're going to try to put a little bit of pressure. Minek's going to end up going down. It's a 5 versus 4 for Team Wardell. Now, Team Wardell is actually on the point. Looks like they're going to start creating the pressure. Titan's going to miss a couple shots. Another player's going to go down from Team Wardell. Another player's going to go down from Team Baby Bay as well. Titan's going to be able to pick up a kill. He's going to be able to pick up another kill. Will he be able to get the last kill? It's a 1 versus 4, but Team Wardell going to be able to capture the point.
One more round will do it. And they will take 2 games up in the BO5. Looking to set themselves on match point in just a moment. Man, it's crazy how well Titan knows these maps. He was sat up on that point for so long. Not exactly a lot of cover up there, so you'd think it'd be pretty easy to take out, but no one was looking at him.
Well, there's actually a little fun fact about that. There was a peek that you could do. Titan will actually take out Baby Bay. That's going to be very disruptive for Team Baby Bay, but nothing will take out Wardell. 3 versus 4. Player's going to Titan. Here's somebody mid. He does clap him. It's Calypso able to go down from Titan. Titan still carrying. It's a 1 versus 3. Will this be the end of game 2? Titan carrying.
Yeah, I don't think Minak's going to survive this one, to be honest with you. I think Minak's as good as done.
Stuff from Minak, though. So
okay,
it's very
I believe
possible.
you.
There is a player that is already low on the red team. The bomb will go down on a site. Minak's peeking long. He is jumping, actually. I don't know why he re-peeked that, but, you know, that Titan will capitalize on that, and the game will go to Team Wardell.
Yeah.
Guys, it got exciting there for a second. It looked as though maybe Team Baby Bay had figured out what they needed to do. They went on a 4-round streak, and it felt like it was Operation Kill Titan that really was the secret, wasn't it, Jaws?
Yeah, it definitely felt like it as soon as he had that Barrett in his hands. The rest was history. There was nothing else the Team Baby Bay could do because Titan just sits there and it's just like playing cookie clicker. He just sits and clicks over and over and over again and everybody just dies.
I mean, is it the sniper rifle just being devastating, or is it truly the sniper rifle in the hands of a player like Titan, Yuppie?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know, the sniper rifle is very good in anybody's hand, but if you get a player like Titan to get a hold of that sniper rifle, it becomes very deadly. And that's why you've seen the switch between Wardell and Titan throughout the middle of the match. Wardell didn't want to take the risk. They were already losing rounds.
Yeah, and the map obviously lends a little bit to whether or not that sniper rifle is the appropriate kit that you want to load out with. We talked about the sort of close quarters combat that we were looking to arrange, and that was we were playing the Exodus map there. Am I right, guys?
That was Origins, I believe.
Oh, that was okay. So that was the Origins map. Now that's the one, Yuppie, that we wanted to create the close combat in, or no?
No, the Exodus one is a little bit more close combat. Origins has a lot more far angles. That's why you can really see that sniper shine.
The confusion, not just my own. At one point, I actually overheard somebody out there on comms talking about, I'm stuck with this because I bought it, and then somebody stepping back in to say you can actually refund what you picked up. Is that right, Yuppie?
Yeah, that's correct. So we wanted to reward players for, accidentally clicking. Yeah, we want to reward players for causing something accidental. You can go to the buy menu and you can buy a weapon, you can buy whatever you want, but as long as you don't leave the spawn, you can undo that and receive all your money back. We want to give the players that second chance to fix their mistakes.
Listen, when you're getting bombarded like Team Baby Bay was, obviously things can get a little bit hectic. Misclicks happen. Now, on the topic of rewards, we want to remind everybody that we have yet another one of these giveaways still to come. We've already had one of our 3 drawings. The second one is going to be happening in 5 minutes. A shot at one of these Ascendance Capsule NFTs just type !enter in the Twitch stream chat, drop your wallet address, and then you'll be eligible to unpack one of these things that include the Series Tournament badge for Ascendance, which you can use to register, and then a specific themed weapon for Ascendance usable right away in the Forge Arena. Drawing 2 of 3 happening in just 5 minutes, so make sure that you drop your wallet address in there and you enter. Guys, down 2 to zip. Jaws, is there really any chance, based on what you've been seeing thus far, for Team Baby Bay to figure out what to do, especially about Titan, who, you know, Team Wardell has been carried by?
Yeah, I mean, we're going back onto Exodus, I believe, which was even more of a stomp than Origins was. So, maybe not. I don't know. Unless Baby Bay just starts clapping cheeks, then I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they've learnt the map a little bit more and are more familiar with it and how the game plays. So maybe that's going to play something. But nah, it doesn't feel like it's very winnable from their stance. But anything can happen, really.
One thing that I love, Yuppie, and I think it's probably putting a smile on the dev team's face as well, is that these guys are laughing and having a good time. They're figuring things out, but obviously some rinse-repeat value to the gameplay there. And Minak, who is, of course, the godfather of the NFTs, creative director for Forge Arena, co-founder of GENESIS Studios, he's there on Team Baby Bay, and he's got to be having a blast seeing what these guys are, you know, doing with this first crack at things for many of them.
Yeah, you know, he has plenty of experience in the industry from seeing these players play in these massive tournaments, and they love to see that they're having a lot of fun playing the game, especially figuring it out, because like I said earlier, it is very important to relearn how the game works, because it's not your typical search and destroy only game.
Jaws, placement feels like it has a lot to do with your success in any given round. The rounds happen at breakneck speed. We saw some of them over in blinding speed. I mean, Titan, the all-star thus far with that triple that he picked up in game number 1. Talk to me about, strategically speaking, if you're out there and you're captaining one of these squads, where you're going to be sticking everybody as we return to the Exodus map, rather.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a lot of the players just wanted to funnel underground, which seems like a pretty decent spot to be, because then you can kind of peek out onto the site. So yeah, just keep doing that. Just sending a good split as well, not having everybody just rush underground, because we saw it a couple of times, and like you said, they just all instantly died, and you couldn't really tell what went on because the round was over already. So yeah, making sure you don't stack up on any one site, especially when you're underground against a rifle if you've lost the earlier rounds.
Strong Legs also, Yuppie, has kind of emerged as a powerhouse here, as we are just on the precipice of this third and potentially final game. I'm going to give it back to you guys, and we'll put a pin in that Strong Legs chat. Take it away, Joss.
Yeah, thank you very much. And back once again to Exodus. Hey, Yuppie, can they do it? That's the question. Not sure. I'm honestly not sure. It doesn't look doable from my perspective, just being 2-0 down, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, like crossfire.
I think it definitely could be doable from Team Baby Bay. I'm very interested. They really need somebody on that sniper that can counter Titan. But it looks like Titan will go down here very early in the pistol round. It's a 3 versus 3 scenario. Another one's going to go down on Team Baby Bay. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. Team Wardell on the point. It looks like it's a stalemate. Minak able to take down 1, able to take down 2, able to take down 3. Minak carrying round 1. Team Baby Bay for a change is going to take pistol round.
That's all they needed, just the strats. Thanks, Baby. Appreciate the
Wait, how come I can't buy full armor in SMG?
I think if Baby yells louder, I think that's how the rest of the team gets motivated. So the louder he becomes, and the more deafening he becomes, maybe that's how they win. That seems like a viable strat, gonna be real. If you blow your teammates' ears out and their eardrums just evaporate, then hey, maybe that's the secret sauce that they need, because then they can't hear all the other messy comms that are happening. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's very true. Looks like Baby Bay gonna have a deagle. Will go down to Wardell. Wardell pushing up middle. One player goes down on Team Wardell. Looks like Wardell did go down here very early on. It's a 3 versus 4.
Eagles not able to do enough for them. It looks like Minax pushing up
Behind us.
A long. Or B long, sorry.
Literally one shot behind us.
And they're on the site. Team Baby Bay on the site. They have the man advantage here. One player advantage. It looks like all of them are almost at half health. Seems like they kind of got an idea that somebody's flanking. Another one on Team Wardell will go down. Titan, the last player, the MVP of Team Wardell, left alive. And they will take him out, and it looks like round 2 will go to Team Baby Bay. Do we start seeing this momentum keep up throughout the whole match, Jaws?
You'd hope so. But it can all change. I mean, Team Wardell are going to have a little bit more of an economy now in round number 3. So maybe Titan gets the Barrett. We'll have to wait and see. Or if they want to go for a save real quick, that's also an option, of course.
One guy's right.
Yeah, you know, it's very important to see if Titan did buy anything in that first round, because now going down 2 rounds, Titan's economy is looking really bad, meaning that he's going to get that sniper later on in the game. Looks like one is going to go down Ruins Long, and 2 people will be down on Team Wardell already. Obviously, that Team Baby Bay economy showing up, and Team Wardell just getting wiped. Baby Bay and his team up 3-0.
Fucking victor. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Yo, let's go B again.
Series comeback. Team Wardell are on match point 2, so if they do win this map, they win the day, they win the show match.
I don't fucking care. You think I care? I don't give a fuck.
But now they can buy,
yeah,
so...
I'm very curious to see if they can pull off this reverse sweep. You see Titan having an M4 instead of a sniper rifle. That, again... that was a big deciding factor in that last game. They were losing rounds because Titan didn't have that sniper. So I'm curious to see if Wardell will pick up that sniper, but Team Wardell will take out 1 on Team Baby Bay. They'll take out 2. Now, Team Wardell 5-3, a 2-man advantage. It looks like it might be a play towards B. Now 2 left on Team Baby Bay, 4 left on Team Wardell. Titan pushing up flank. It looks like there's going to be 1 left on Team Baby Bay. A 1 versus 3 scenario. Can Calypso clutch it? Going to see he's on the B bomb site. They realize that they're going to try to squeeze in to try to catch him off guard. Titan here pushing up middle. But Calypso will take down 1, but he will die to Titan in B main. Team Wardell finally getting around here, putting themselves up on the board. What do you think's gonna happen now?
Oh my god, you can't even hit fire in this?
Well, I'm hoping Baby Bay rallies the troops, maybe picks up another round, just start creating even more of a lead than he has done. I'm kind of cheering for Baby Bay at this point, gonna be real. No bias, but cheering for the underdog is always a popular strat.
Yeah, exactly. Especially one that likes to yell at his team, you know, to try to boost that morale.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's very entertaining. Going to be upper ruins here. Wardell slowly moving up ruins. Both teams have all their players alive. It looks like Baby Bay is going to take a couple on somebody. 2 players will go down on Team Wardell. Baby Bay going to be able to get a couple hits on long. He will.
Baby Bay.
4 versus 2 scenario. Baby Bay again taking down another player. Baby Bay 2 kills in this round. And it looks like they will get it. Brand 1, last player alive. Can he do it? Probably not. He thinks he can do it, but you know, Brand 1 likes to do a lot. Getting caught out by Baby Bay with his knife out. Brand 1 will go down, and Team Baby Bay will go up another round, 4-1.
All right, okay. He got 3 kills in that round too, and you just heard him there. So I don't know what we're doing in the first map, but now we're actually playing the game properly, it feels. So that's you know, a little bit of a morale boost for yourself and the rest of the team. So this could be a closer series than we originally thought after the first 2 maps.
Yeah, and you know, this is very important right here. If Team Baby Bay can take this round, then they're already at the halfway point for the round advantage. But it looks like Baby Bay and another team member will be very low. He will go down to your boy Dre, pushing up. Another player will go down on Team Wardell. It's a 4 versus 4. Wardell in heaven.
He's not going to be able to see anybody middle. He's going to start rotating B. Looks like it could be a B play, but at this point, they can still rotate. They have plenty of players alive. Looks like Strong Legs pushing up into B main. And they will spot somebody, and Minak will take down another player. It's a 2 versus 4 scenario. Team Mordell dropping like flies from Team Baby Bay. It's like there will be a player that'll go down. We got Titan and Brand 2 OGs of the game, but we also have 2 OGs on Team Baby Bay alive. Another player will go down. Brand 1 will go down, but Jaggers will go down to Titan. Titan, last player alive, less than half health. He's going to be pushing up B connector. He's going to throw a flash. He doesn't know that Minak is in their spawn. Will he notice that he's there? Not sure, but no, nothing's going to peek around the corner and take down Titan. 5-1 Team Baby Bay. They're at that halfway mark. What do you think their morale is right now?
Probably a little bit higher than what it was before. Let's be real with ourselves here. I think I'd be pretty happy if I lost 2 maps and now up 5-1 in game number 3. Man, Titan just couldn't finish it up there. That would have been close. I mean, 2 players from Team Baby Bay were super low HP, so it was very winnable, but unfortunately, Baby Bay's team too strong at this point. Economies, I guess, at this point, Yuppie aren't really meeting a whole bunch.
No, this late into the game, well, you actually do see a couple of players very low on economy. A lot of that can be caused by buying grenades. Looks like there will be a player going down from Team Ordell and Team Baby Bay. They did trade another player down from Team Baby Bay. Looks like this could be a win for Team Ordell. Now, this does make you think that even if Team Ordell still does win this round, will you see Titan switch onto the sniper late game to stay on his MVP statue?
Yeah, maybe they kind of know where Titan posts up with that Barrett. So maybe a little bit more risky than it's previously has been. 5-2,
Yeah,
though. You'd think the name placards have switched around at this point, considering how Team Wardell has been doing over the last couple of maps.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've actually seen this before from Team Wardell and Team Baby Bay, except it was the opposite way around. And Team Baby Bay actually had 2, and Team Wardell had 8. It looks like Titan's going to be able to get a couple hits on the guy above B. He's going to frag into the site. It looks like it could be a B play. Will they start to rotate? A player will go down from Team Baby Bay. Another one will go down, and Titan will actually drop down from Team Wardell. It's a 2 versus 4. It could be another round from Team Wardell. Looks like they're going to be pushing B. The bomb is probably over there. A player's trying to sneak up. They will take him out. Both players working together. This is very possible. Player quick peek. Like Jaggers and Minak working together, holding each other's angles. 3 versus 2, very possible. Both players on the enemy team are low. Minak is very low. Another player will go down. A 2 versus 2 scenario. Jaggers missing a couple shots and getting hit. Both players have no armor now. Strong Legs will take down Jaggers, and Team Wardell will just take out Minak, and Team Wardell will take that round.
Nice little 2-piece there. Not bad, not bad. Team Wardell back on the board, only a couple of rounds behind. Everybody's been buying up also. Man, and having those like mad magnified scopes too on the weapons, especially in all these long sight lines in the main building, seems quite OP. So now we're jumping onto the capture point version, and Wardell maybe taking a back seat. I don't know where he's going. He's just skirting his way around the map, trying to find the high ground, I can imagine.
Yeah, he's going to a very far angle, trying to make use of that ACOG scope. But it looks like Team Wardell's team is just going to go down. Team Baby Bay will actually lose 2 members. Baby Bay will get caught off guard, but Wardell will just go down. Baby Bay, a crazy shot from the sniper here. 2 versus 1 with Titan. Titan doesn't have that sniper. Can he clutch it? That is the question. He will get another kill. Baby Bay is 1 shot here. Will Titan peek again?
No way.
Looks like he's going to throw the flash. He will flash Baby Bay. Baby Bay in a lot of trouble. You can see his eyes there on his facial expression. He will back out of the sight. He knows Titan's on the sight. He will get a hit. Titan, again, missing some bullets, but he will finally connect and take down Baby Bay. Team Wardell almost tying it up 5-4.
I love Baby's reactions. That was close too. He did body shot Titan, and so another shot probably would have killed him. Titan's cool, calm, and collected though. Yeah, what's good. 5-4. That lead that Team Baby built up, slowly but surely, slipping through their hands.
There's a bowling ball.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be an A play here. A couple players are going to go down. It looks like Minak and another player, Jaggers, will take down Strong Legs. Looks like it's a 3 versus 4. Team Wardell has a man down. Could this be a round for Team Baby Bay? Baby Bay has to play retake here. They will get a kill from Team Wardell. Now it's a 2 versus 3, a 2 versus 1 now. Titan again, last player alive. Baby Bay with the sniper. Titan will take down Baby Bay, but Titan will go down to Calypso. Calypso now just has to find the bomb. And there's the replay of it. Titan over there in the corner like a slippery snake. And now Calypso will go try to find that bomb and defuse it.
He got it. No worries. Man, that was so close. Titan almost took out half of Baby Bay's team there. That would have been a little bit of a kick to the morale, I can imagine, after losing that many rounds. But Team Baby Bay now 6-4, still a 2-round lead. Team Wardell still on the match point though, so they got games to play with or maps to play with. If they do end up going down here, it's not the end of the world for them.
I'm gonna try to get a quick pick.
That's exactly right. You hear Baby Bay, and you know I was talking about this earlier. I mentioned it that Team Baby Bay needed to come up with a player that was going to be able to counter any sniper on Team Wardell, and it looks like it was Baby Bay. He looks like he will take down someone from Team Wardell. Now, underneath, Wardell will take out another player from Team Baby Bay. It's a 2 versus 3. Wardell's team down, but Wardell will pick up another kill, causing it to be a 2 versus 2. Wardell is going to their spawn. Looks like the site is being pressured by Team Wardell. A couple shots being fired from Titan. Titan will pick up another kill. Baby Bay. They'll get a kill, but it's just not enough. Team Wardell will pick up another round here, but it's still 6-5. Team Baby Bay still up by that 1 round.
The gap was definitely closing. I wonder if we're going to see any
I'll hold alone A.
any more Barretts. We haven't seen a whole
Make sure that if they go mid
bunch
to A, let me.
this time around, which is a little bit disappointing.
I'm gonna snipe mid.
Look, it feels like, especially with the recoil and stuff, it's pretty forgiving when using the Barrett, so seems like a fairly easy gun to pilot. But the character models do move pretty quickly when you are sprinting, so a little bit tough in that sense.
Looks like there's going to be a couple kills coming out on A side here. And Team Baby Bay just dropping a bit, but actually Team Wardell has the last player standing on their team. It's a 3 versus 1 scenario on the A site, and he will go down. Team Baby Bay getting another round. It looks like we actually have a game going on here.
Yeah, 7-5. I mean, there's a 3-round lead still, so Wardell can still come back.
Let's do 2 on the left now and 2 under. Somebody go under with Minak.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Let's just listen to the comms there. Couple under, couple to the left side. I do like taking... It feels like taking underground control is pretty important because you can wrap around the enemy team, but we'll have to wait and see what they want to do.
Looks like they're going to be pushing under a little bit. Strong Legs on the sniper peak. A nade will go off, but it wasn't close enough to him. Minak holding under. Blue team, Team Baby Bay will start pressuring the site. Players are starting to lose health. Another player will go down for Team Baby Bay. They are going to start pushing the other spot. There is somebody underground. Titan, here he is with the sniper. This is kind of what we were thinking that was going to happen if Team Wardell was in a tough spot, excuse me. And here's Titan again with that sniper. He's playing very aggressive. He will miss a shot here. This is close quarters, very tough, but he will get the quick scope off on Minak. Not able to take him down. One player left, and Titan will clutch it up for Team Wardell.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how far Titan is away with the Barrett. He can still do it. That scope time as well is extraordinarily quick, so kind of aiding in his ability to actually fight people in close quarters with it. Just a one shot to the body will do it.
Yes, so now it makes you think, can Baby Bay shut down Titan? They do know he has the sniper. Now keep in mind, Titan's economy is not looking so well because he made that switch of the weapon late in the game. Baby Bay is going to be holding B main. He will catch Strong Legs out. Nothing will be able to take out another player, and another player will go down from Team Wardell. It's a 2 versus 5. Team Baby Bay capitalized, but Titan is still alive. Don't forget this. He will miss a shot in middle, and he will repeat Titan, and Titan will get him. Titan will get another kill. Will he get another one? He's going to get another one. That's a 3K from Titan. 2 players left. Titan last alive. Can he get the ace clutch here? It looks like he's going to be moving over towards B. He's smiling. His teammates are encouraging him. Will that put him in a bad situation? Baby Bay will catch him out. There's the shutdown that I was expecting from Baby Bay. Titan almost clutching it up, but not able to. Again, 8-6 for Team Baby Bay.
Feels like they should have just given him that round. Just let him murder the whole team, because hey, that was some pretty ridiculous shots.
You think so?
Barrett.
You think so? I don't know. I mean, he's, Titan's been the spotlight, the MVP of all these rounds. It would feel like a shame, just to kind of let him get away with an ace clutch, just to put him into the spotlight more. Baby Bay trying to look out here. Looks like there's going to be some late kills coming in. Minak will go down. Jaggers will go down. Another player will go down on Team Baby Bay. Baby Bay almost last alive. Baby Bay will go down. Titan still alive. It's a 3 versus 1. Looks like this is going to be a round 4. Team Wardell. Nothing still alive, but he will go down. 8-7 Team Wardell. Now keep in mind, this is very close. You have to win by 2. So if they do get to 10 rounds, but the other team has 9, you do not win. You have to get 11 rounds. Win by 2.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take care of the rifler pushing rooms. Okay, alright. Because this guy's just up in rooms and spawn.
Only 2 more rounds for Team Baby Bay in a row, and they will take the map.
Yeah, I've said that for the past 20 rounds.
What about A main, maybe? That's a disgusting head glitch too. Over the sarcophagus there.
Yeah, there's actually a fun fact that there was an even worse head glitch there. There used to be like 2 trophy kind of things, and you could barely see the person's head. It was very nasty, but thankfully that got removed. And it looks like 2 players will be down for Team Wardell, but 4 players will be alive for Team Baby Bay, as Wardell sitting in long main, sorry. And he will take a couple shots, but he will rotate. The bomb will go down. 2 players alive left for Team Wardell. Titan is down. That star player is down now. 1 versus 3 scenario. Can Wardell, clutch this up? He will get a kill. So looks like we got Jaggers and Nothing alive. Nothing will be able to catch Wardell pushing onto the site. It's 9-7. It looks like it could be that possible win Team Baby Bay needs.
Yeah, they got to keep themselves in the series somehow. I don't think Wardell's having a good map, unfortunately. I haven't quite seen... Oh, quickly look at the thing. Oh, no, okay. For some reason, I thought it was on single-digit kills still. I was like, that's impossible, right? There's no way he's on single-digit. But nope. Got double-digit, thankfully, which you'd kind of expect. The Team Baby Bay is still doing an incredible job at coming back in this series. Only one more map, one more round, like I said, to go, and they will take this one and then move on to map number 4. Starting off pretty well. So they do take out Titan, but nothing kills Baby Bay.
Yeah, you got Baby Bay sitting far away here. Team Baby Bay starting to drop as well. It's a 3 versus 2. Titan is down. Brand one's still alive. But we're going to see what can happen here. Baby Bay just kind of sitting far in the back here. No, it's a 2 versus 1. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Baby Bay needs to clutch this up. He does have the sniper. He needs to clutch this up against Strong Legs. Can he do it? He's going to be sneaking around, staying very silent so Strong Legs doesn't know where he is. He's going to be trying to peek the site here, but nobody's on it. Where can Strong Legs be? He does see Strong Legs, but he will miss the shot. Both players catching each other off guard. Baby Bay will actually push onto the site here. He is putting himself in a bad spot here, trying to look where Strong Legs is going to come. Does he hear him? No, Strong Legs is on the site. He is underneath. Will he peek him? But Baby Bay is going to be able to get the shot off, and there goes Strong Legs. Team Baby Bay taking game 3 finally.
High drama and a helping of vindication for Team Baby Bay, who was just getting mopped by the opposition up until that point there. Gentlemen, wildly unexpected outcome. What worked, Jaws?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they just got a better feel for the game, better feel for the maps, and were able to kind of run away with it. Because I don't know how familiar they were with the first map that they played, but that first round was just, it was abysmal, really. So I'm glad Baby Bay's coming back with it. You know, like I said, just yelling a little bit, getting his team's morale up is helping a whole bunch, I'm imagining.
Obviously, this is top class in terms of the gameplay that we're seeing from both sides here, Yuppie. But I think the fact that the tide turned as acutely as it did, especially in the beginning stages, or rounds rather, of that third game, speaks volumes to just the learning curve being pretty simple. I mean, you come in, you got to get your bearings a little bit. They went back to the Exodus map for a second time, and all of a sudden they look like a whole new side.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of that does have to compliment on their team communication. You know, when we were spectating Baby Bay or Minak, you heard a lot of comms of, let's send a player here, let's send a player there, as opposed to Team Wardell. You didn't really hear a lot of that. And, you know, I think that helped win that first pistol round to help set them straight in the first round.
Well, let's see whether or not they can keep that momentum going. Still up against the wall here as Game 4 is underway. Back to Origins. Take it away.
Mid tower.
Yeah, Team Wardell, like you said, up 2 still. So one more map for them, and they will do it. They'll take the show match.
Lobby.
On ball with Minak. Gets rolled by Titan. Titan gets another one. And Titan's just nasty. And he's capping the point too.
Yeah, Titan playing very aggressive here, but he will go down to Baby Bay. It's actually a 2 versus 2 scenario here. Your boy Dre, Wardell still alive. Wardell taking a couple shots. He will take him out. Team Baby Bay, 1 member left alive.
He's on the point.
But there is a player very low. Your boy Dre, very low. On the site, Baby Bay will take him out. Wardell, full health. 1 headshot can't take him out. That's 50 health from Wardell, but Wardell will be able to clutch the round. That's a very important pistol round for Team Baby Bay and Team Wardell. That is a very, very team diminishing round there from Baby Bay.
Oh no.
Like,
A bit of an unfortunate crash there, but it does look like Wardell's jumping back in. We're all good. Could be in just a moment.
I'm blind.
So Team Wardell up around at least. Baby Bay full flashed. Just trying to hunt and lurk around, just checking every single corner by himself. You don't have much utility here, so you only have 1 flashbang. So flashing for yourself, you have to use that fairly strategically because you haven't got another one. You have to rely on the rest of your team to help you clear a room and clear angles.
Where's
1v4? Okay.
Yeah, you know, and it looks like Baby Bay will take out your boy Dre. Wardell finally able to get back into the match here. That was just unfortunate for Team Wardell, but at least the score is 1-1, and they did have that 1-round advantage, so that kind of did help Team Wardell in that scenario. But unfortunately, they will lose that round to Team Baby Bay.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, he's back in the action. I'm curious. Does that affect? That's one question actually. Does that affect economy there for Wardell if he does end up DCing?
No, it doesn't. It gives him everything that he had before back when he rejoins. But it looks like he had another technical difficulty going on. So hopefully he can get that fixed. But it looks like Baby Bay's going to lose
like
three members here. No, it doesn't really look like they do. Yeah, they're again clutching it up here, and 2 players left alive. 1 player now left alive for Team Baby Bay, and 3 left alive for Team Wardell. They're going to be on the point. Nothing last alive for Team Baby Bay. Can he do the 1 versus 3 clutch? We're about to find out. The point is being pressured. They will catch him out, but Titan looks like he's going to take out nothing. And it looks like round 3 will go to Team Wardell.
Yeah, that's just rather unfortunate. Even with Wardell DCing a little bit there, it didn't matter in the slightest. Oh my god. Okay, well, it looks like he is back in at least, so he does get to play the game. Luckily for him.
In the first 2 rounds of the game, so.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like we're going to have an A play here. 3 players, 4 players A long, excuse me. But actually, look at the bomb. The bomb is not with them. These players are all pushing up. They left bomb in middle all alone. Could that be a good play? Maybe not. It looks like there actually might be somebody there with them. And it looks like 2 players are going to go down from Team Wardell. And Baby Bay is going to be up here. Baby is going to be pushing up A long. Not going to really see anybody as they rotated. There's 1 player left alive. Strong legs on the other team. And it looks like it's a 5 versus 1. Not sure how much can happen here. But this could be a morale booster for Team Baby Bay. Because notice that Team Wardell, Wardell himself was actually fine. He was able to play this round perfectly fine. It looks like a hipfire is going to be coming out there. Surprisingly, that worked, and the bomb is planted, but they will clearly be able to defuse the bomb. But that hipfire is very interesting to me.
Yeah, they're pretty hard to miss.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the hipfire wasn't the play there. But I'm surprised they actually managed to plant the bomb, to be honest with you, in a 1v5 situation. But I guess there's a bit of extra cash for the next round. Not the worst. 2-2 now for Team Wardell and Baby Bay. Team Baby Bay. Team Wardell still with match point. Maybe Ops coming out of this point too. I hope so. I want to see more Titan with Op, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of want to see more Baby Bay with an op as well. Like he was doing very good with it. I'm not sure if he was able to shut down Titan so much, but he was still able to shut down most of his team, most of the enemy team, and helped out his team a lot. So we're gonna see if that'll come out a little bit later into the game. But it's tied. It's 2-2 rounds here. We're on round 5. Minak will go down early, but it looks like another player from Team Wardell is going to go down. But Team Baby Bay, just 2 players left alive. I'm not sure what happened, but Team Wardell going to sweep the floor from Team Baby Bay. They will take round 5, 3-2. Not sure what's going on here for Team Baby Bay.
Yeah, maybe losing a little bit of their steam. They built up in game number 3. I mean, Wardell's got the Barrett, so it might just be over. He wasn't playing with it earlier on today, so, you know. As soon as he does pick it up in his hands, I think the game might as well be called quits at that point.
And you actually hear a little bit of comms coming out from Team Wardell now. It's a little bit of a step up from the last couple of games where Team Wardell was just kind of playing their own game. They weren't really working together. But now they changed. Wardell missing a shot, but he will get another shot on Baby Bay. Baby Bay will go down. Team Wardell still 2 players left alive, but Titan is still alive.
Oh, wow.
Wardell's going to get
though,
flashed.
Wardell.
It's a big flash. Now Wardell, last player alive, 50 health. Not very good, but he will pick up another kill. A 2 versus 1. He will pick up another kill on nothing. 1 versus 1 against Minak. Now again, 25 health. Minak just has to breathe on him, and Wardell will go down. And there it is. Minak will come around the corner, catching Wardell out. Minak extremely excited to win that round there. 3-3. Team Baby Bay has to be excited after that round.
I'm somehow not able to get him up, man.
Bro, you're doing something wrong, bro.
Yeah, you definitely are doing something
but
wrong.
Definitely.
Well, at least they're back on the board, 3-3. Yeah, Wardell looked like he was going to be able to clutch that one, but like you said, he was so low that it just took a single bullet,
This will be the last
and he met his demise.
Alright, I think
He did hit a wicked shot on Baby Bay, though, through some metal pipes.
Yeah, he
Is
did. That was a
bullet penetration
crazy
in this
flick.
game. How crazy is it?
yeah, one bottom right ramp.
At the moment, there currently
Tagged
is
up?
no bullet penetration, so that was an actual direct hit.
Bottom right ramp, 2 tagged up.
But
We gotta get there. We can't let
like
them cap.
Team Wardell is going to start getting going down here, and all players will go down.
Yeah.
Team Baby Bay, especially Baby Bay himself, very excited on what's going on here. 4-3. They really need this game to take it to a game 5. Wardell with the sniper. You did see a little bit of a change here, so it makes you wonder yet again if Team Wardell does go down. Will Titan take over the sniper, or will Wardell keep the sniper? Something we're going to figure out later on. It looks like Strongleg is going to be pushing up A long. No, he's going to actually hold A connector. He's going to push up A connector, see if there's anybody mid. Will he catch anybody off guard? Yes, he will. Baby Bay will go down. Strongleg's getting a kill on Baby Bay. They're very important. 4 versus 3. Team Wardell down a player. Down 2 players here. And it's planted B. Now they got to play retake. They kind of went towards the A bomb site, probably because he got Baby Bay. Now Strongleg's going to do a hard flank here through their spawn. And it looks like Strongleg's going to be the last player alive. 4 versus 1. Can Stronglegs do it? He will catch out nothing. He will be in a 1 versus 3 scenario here. He is going to peek. He's going to take out another player, but Minak will be able to take out Stronglegs on ramp. Team Baby Bay again taking another round. 5-3.
I got a map designer in my stream. He's giving me the lowdown.
Yeah, I have a fucking sniper. I have sniper.
Tell him to give us some feedback, bro.
Yeah, Minak managing to snipe him from what looks like around the corner. It was like B-hopping around the corner, just launching himself with that velocity. It was a little bit harder to hit him, so he was able to win that gun duel. And 5-3. I mean, are we going to a game number 5? It looks like it at this point. Honestly, Team Bebe feel like they're pulling away from Team Wardell.
Yeah, I definitely think that it is looking towards Baby Bay here. And, you know, the communication between the team members looks like it could be very important. It looks like Minak will actually take out Wardell with that nade. It doesn't seem like he's too happy about that. But it's going to be a 2 versus 3 scenario for Team Baby Bay. And, you know, Team Baby Bay had the advantage at the start, but quickly started failing, actually. Looks like they're going to start pressuring the site. 2 players on the site. No, excuse me. 1 player on the site. And Stronglegs will take out another player. Jaggers, last alive. 1 versus 3. He's on the site. Stronglegs going to get hit a couple times, but all players are going to start moving towards the point. And he will take out 1 player, but it's just not enough. Team Wardell taking another round. 5-4. Team Wardell.
Okay, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. After they do take that round. Armor gets replenished as well, so not too bad. Yeah, I mean, hey, it happens. Sometimes you call action a little bit too early and it ends up blowing up in your face. That's cool.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Looks like we're going to have a B play here. Slow B play. Looks like they're going to try to look for those flashbangs. Look for somebody to push up. Somebody did, in fact, push up. and it looks like Minek will go down. A quick and early kill from Minek there, but will it be enough as another player from Team Baby Bay does go down, and another one does go down. Now it's a 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Calypso will take out Strong Legs, and Calypso, last player alive, will take out another player. 2 versus 1. Can he do it? Brand1 is going to shut Calypso down. It's 5 to 5. We're going into round 11.
They know like what you can hear and what you cannot hear.
Damn.
What?
Still 5 and 5 though. 2 rounds back to back.
They know the directional
For
sound.
Team Wardell.
Oh yeah.
Because they're used to it, so we don't know what the fuck's going on. What they do. Well, I mean, not all of them, but like 2 of them.
I'm gonna go under, I think.
But
again, but this
we
time
we can go ahead and actually compare here. This game compared to, let's say, the first and the second game that we've seen from Team Baby Bay. Team Baby Bay in game 1 and 2 just didn't look like they had that much experience when they already had experience playing this game. And it looks like it changed up a bit here, and Team Baby Bay is now more confident. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about confidence at the end of the day. If you're not challenging these gunfights and you're not taking a proactive approach to claiming space and pushing your team onto the objective, then you're not playing your own game, you're playing someone else's at the end of the day, right? 2 versus 3 now. 2 versus 4, sorry. And bada bing, bada boom. Wardell picks up 1 kill. Can Team Wardell finish it up, though? Doesn't look like it, although I say that. Team Wardell with only 1 member still left alive. It is now a 1v2 by the looks of it. Make that a 1v1. Team Wardell still kind of struggling to, well, at least they've put themselves on the site, but it's now up to Team Wardell to kind of push onto Team Baby Bay. However, holding this angle like this is going to be pretty easy for you to pick someone off, and there you go. Team Baby Bay pick up another round.
Yeah, an excellent play there from Calypso, sitting on the site, starting to pressure it. Keep in mind, the longer it is in these capture the point round, the faster that point will capture. Calypso really pressuring that there and holding an angle, knowing that he has to push through somewheres around that area, and was able to catch him off guard. Looks like Wardell is going to be pushing up middle here. 2 players are going to be pushing up middle. Try to catch somebody out. Your boy Trey. Going to be an entry fragger, but it looks like 2 players are going to go down from Team Wardell. Baby Bay catching out a couple of players from Team Wardell. Baby Bay proving to be a very important asset for Team Baby Bay. Hence why he's probably the captain. But it looks like they realize somebody's going to be on the flank. They're on the site, but they still didn't plant the bomb. Titan still alive. Strong Legs alive. Strong Legs will actually go down. While I'm saying that, 5 versus 2 scenario. Looks like it's going to be another round for Team Baby Bay as 1 member falls from Team Baby Bay. We are looking at a 4 versus 2. Even if they can just get a trade, they will still be good. Titan sneaking through the wooded area, going slow, trying to not make any noise. He knows somebody's around that area. He's going to be looking all around. The moment he peeks this, though, he will end up picking up a kill, and he'll pick up another kill. Baby Bay, at this point, knows he's there. No, Baby Bay's actually down. It looks like it's Calypso and Minek, but Minek will clean up Titan to, again, give the next round to Baby Bay. Team Baby Bay up 7 to 5.
Now they're really starting to pull away. It's only by 2 rounds, but that's what you need to win, to be fair. They reached 10 here. They should be good, but that's another 3 rounds back to back to back. So, still very doable.
Alright, I'm going to push under Grand again then.
Right there. See to the right?
Exactly.
I want to see Titan back on that. Barrett, though. I mean, the guy's kind of crazy with it, and he was going absolutely ham last time around when we saw him on this map, but it looks like he's sticking with a rifle more often than not at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but I think Baby Bay is also warming up with that bear as well. You see him not missing very many shots. He's warming up very well. He looks like he's going to be peeking under, and there it is. Just to go to show you that he is warmed up. He will pop a kill from somebody underneath the point, but he will actually miss a shot there. There's somebody on the site. It's a close quarters combat. He will pull out the deagle. He's going to try to land a couple shots. No armor on the other team, and he missed a couple of his bullets, but he will have no armor. Very low. Titan He's in a bad situation here, 1 versus 1, and he will go down. Team Baby Bay getting round, whatever round it is, it's 8-5. And one thing to note there is, again, Titan, the last player
I
alive.
have to keep muting to like.
Bit of a lurker player, it feels like, at this point. I mean, waiting for Team Baby to kind of expose their positions and take a little bit of damage for time to clean up seems to be the strat that's worked for them thus far.
Sniping, nading.
2 more rounds though, and Team Baby will take the map and tie the series up to a piece.
Speed, dude. This is impossible to play against. He's just insane.
On there. I got off the mid.
You hear him calling out somebody there, saying that he's just insane. Team Baby Bay down 2 members already, but they do have the round advantage. Even if they lose this one, they still have a couple rounds to deal with here. Wardell looking through middle, trying to catch somebody out, but will they peek him? Nothing. Last player left alive. 5 players left alive for Team Wardell, and Team Wardell will just clean it up, and Team Baby Bay at 8-6 still, but Team Wardell has to win 4 in order to catch back up.
Titan in the chat, I'm watching. Is Calypso asking if he's cheating?
Go, let's go, guys.
I should have had.
He's thinking Titan is that good. They only need 2 more rounds though, so you know.
Yeah, I don't know how.
We got 1 here, 1 there. You'll be good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Again, the star of this whole series has just been Titan. A lot of these players saying that Titan is ridiculous, and Wardell picking up a kill on nothing, giving Wardell the player advantage here. Again, another player will go down for Team Baby Bay. It looks like Wardell is going to get a quick scope on Calypso and take him out. It's now a 1 versus 4 scenario, and it looks like Team Wardell is starting to gain some momentum.
Yeah, it's 2 rounds here, 2 rounds there, 2 rounds here. Like, it's pretty close on the surface, but still Team Baby with the lead. The economy not really being impacted a whole bunch at this point. And Team Wardell, or just Wardell himself, just carry on this momentum. I mean, hey, he's been doing hella work with the sniper, to be fair.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Again, just like I said about Baby Bay, you can see Wardell very, very experienced with the sniper, not only just naturally, but he's also getting the feel for the sniper in this game. It's a little bit different than the games he's used to, but it looks like Baby Bay will pick up a kill. Team Wardell just dropping like flies here. The
nice
combat is very quick here, and Team Baby Bay just... I couldn't even keep up with that. Team Baby Bay just wiped Team Wardell.
I'm gonna up under because they keep going under here. I think I need to I need to get a good drop here and kill them.
Maybe just trying to get the quickest drop possible so he can just set up in a position with the AWP and just erase Wardell's team from the face of the map.
Is that how you do it?
Little did
Still trying to figure out the drop
that
mechanics, it seems like.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that too. There is a little mechanic, a little skill that you can do where if you jump from a high point in the spawn, you can actually drop quicker. And Baby Bay gonna get a insane angle on somebody. I didn't even know that angle existed until now. Baby Bay underneath with the sniper. A very different play than we're used to seeing. 2 players left on Team Wardell, 5 players left on Team Baby Bay. It looks like it's going to be Team Baby Bay for the Game 3 win. There it is. We are going to Game 5.
Come on.
Wildly improbable outcome there, gentlemen. If we were to look at this thing in a vacuum, when Team Baby Bay was down 2-0, we thought we got 1 more game, foregone conclusions on our hand, and yet somehow these boys are firing on all cylinders. You pointed something out interesting, Yuppie. Titan appears to be the last man standing on more than one occasion. However, in spite of that, he finds himself in these 1v3, 1v2 scenarios where maybe he gets 1 or 2 frags, but he can't close out that many players. The hit points remaining at that point in the match are a little bit too ambitious. Do you think that maybe he needs to shift strat now then, even though he favors himself as maybe the load bearer on that squad, and get out in front and start to inflict damage early?
Yeah, I think we can definitely see a change coming from Team Wardell here. Wardell picking up the sniper rather than Titan. When Titan did have the sniper, it made sense for him to be that last player alive. With that sniper, you're going to be sitting farther back. But now we're seeing Titan still sitting farther back, even though he doesn't have that sniper. So I'd like to see Wardell take that position.
Jaws, is there a player you feel like you haven't seen enough of thus far that maybe needs to step up and become a difference maker, sort of a dark horse, so to speak, on either squad as we head into this
I know
fifth
who
game?
I want to see on my screen the most, honestly. I think it's just Baby Bay, because I like hearing him screaming at his teammates. I think it's kind of funny. I'm going to be really honest.
Sure.
Like, just seeing him with an op and then just screaming after he gets kills. Yeah, just put him on the screen 24/7. I mean, why not? He's making the stream a whole lot funnier, that's for sure.
Well, listen, I mean, we laugh about it or whatever, but there's something to be said for it because it does appear that there was an impact and he was able to rally the troops.
Yeah.
The troops, rather. We talked about the importance of comms. Yuppie, when you guys were in the design phases, clearly you wanted to lay groundwork that was going to, as we touched upon in our packages earlier in the broadcast, create a demand for teamwork here. And it appears that once Baby Bay figured out the recipe for their teamwork with that squad, the results have kind of been there. I mean, they may come back and actually win this thing after being down 2-0, just on the heels of a little bit of that emotion and a little bit of that, comm strat.
Yeah, having Baby Bay be that kind of expressive player on that team, I think really helps get players off the minds of the rounds that they lost. It really helps people to move on to the next round, and it keeps that motivation up for the whole team. So Baby Bay just doing an excellent job at keeping the whole team morale up.
Yeah, Josh, you've played on a bunch of different teams, and you know exactly what it's like to feel defeated when you're just getting wiped, and it's so difficult to kind of turn the tide, yet that's what they've done. Wardell appears, on the other hand, as we've been focusing on Baby Bay here, Team Wardell, that is, to have really broken down in terms of comms. I don't know that they were necessarily employing it early on as they rode that 2-0 lead, but I haven't heard a whole lot happening over the headsets with that squad.
Yeah, just got to get yourself hyped up and motivated, get back in there. I mean, yeah, you're now down 2 additional games. You thought it was going to be a clean 3-0, but maybe Team Baby Bay getting in your heads a little bit. The text chat has been a little bit too, which has been kind of funny. Calypso saying that Titan was maybe cheating a little bit because of how good he is. Maybe they're actually getting in their heads eventually, and that's turning the tides of war here.
But the comm serves more of a purpose than simply rallying the troops and motivation. It's not just pep. I mean, it's legit strat. Head over to the point. Head over here and place yourself. What are you going to load out with? I mean, that's the type of stuff that really can set the stage for success before the battle begins, Jaws.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just making sure your team are on the same page as you. At the end of the day, you got to cover all angles. If not, Baby Bay's going to find a sliver of weakness and going to be able to capitalize on it. We saw it a little bit ago, just him trying to get the fastest drop possible, then finding an angle even Yuppie hadn't seen before in game and taking out one of the key pieces of Team Wardell in Titan.
All right, Yuppie, I'm putting you in charge of, well, not Team Baby Bay. Let's call it Team Wardell. I'm going to put you in charge of Team Wardell. You've just lost 2 games. What are you telling everybody right now as we're waiting on this 5th and final game in order to get their heads right and in terms of strat to kind of combat what they've seen out of Baby Bay over these last 2 games to level things?
Yeah, I think what we're going to see is hopefully a lot more communication between the whole team, but also somebody taking that leadership role, telling players, coordinating players of where to go. But I also expect to see Titan back on the Barrett. He hasn't been playing the Barrett and it hasn't been going very good for them. So I think Wardell might hop off the Barrett. I think we're going to find that out.
Yeah, we will indeed. As Game 5 is underway, handing it over to you, Jaws, for the conclusion. Here we go.
There we go, 2-2. Reverse sweep possible. Team Baby Bay were down 2 games, not just a moment ago, but Team Wardell now in the hot seat. They don't want to lose it here. Would feel pretty bad, I think, after Team Baby Bay did manage to somehow miraculously win game number 3.
Yeah, you hear Baby Bay already yelling right off the bat. but it looks like Team Baby Bay will go down here, and and round 1 will go to Team Mordell. Now, you did notice, again, like I said at the beginning there, Baby Bay already hyping up his team, and he will still be hyping up his team even though they lost that first round. This is very important for Team Baby Bay to win this next round here, but it's also the fact that just Team Baby Bay has had these comebacks before. We've seen them in the past couple of games, them coming back from a big round deficit, and it just goes to show that anything can really happen.
Yeah, exactly that. The Eagles on the side of Team Wardell, they're going to be a little bit more deadly. It looks like they just rushed A site and it's completely open. Already 1 kill goes towards, but they are going to trade 4 versus 4. As Wardell is just no mind for strategy there. It looks like he was just trying to get as many kills as possible, running around the map as fast as he possibly can. Minak in a little bit of trouble after picking 1 kill, a jump around the corner, but Minak deals with them pretty easily by the looks of it. Wardell does clean up. Can he clean another? Deagles, Minak straight to the dome, but still a person trying to peek around the corner. It's Wardell. It's 1 versus 1. Can Jaeger end up do it? Nope. Wardell ends up going down. 1 apiece for Team Baby Bay and Team Wardell in this final match.
What a fucking around.
Yeah, you could just listen into the communication going on right there. Team Baby Bay going crazy. That Jagger's blanked all the way around to a spot that Wardell didn't think he could get to. Catching Wardell off guard, landing that hit. That was the round finisher that I was expecting from Team Baby Bay. That is the kind of team motivation that you really need. Baby Bay is going to be on fire now.
Oh, I'm bugged right now.
Baby just seems to just, okay, game plan, run to the enemy spawn, and hopefully pick up a few kills on the way there. Team Wardell, though, picking up the first frag, and now capping the point 2, forcing Baby Bay to move a little bit quicker. Titan seems like he's hunting for him, though.
On the point 1. Wow.
Titan missing a lot of shots right there. That is not very good from Team Wardell, but it doesn't matter. There's still 1 player left alive from Team Baby Bay, and Team Wardell will take game round 3.
Honestly, it is.
Economy looking pretty good for them. M4s across the board, I can imagine. No AKs just yet. Like I was saying before, Yuppie, a lot more M4s than AKs. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think a lot of that has to deal with the AK is just a difficult gun to use. It can kill faster than the M4, but you have to really know how to control that recoil. A lot of these OGs, they're kind of just going with the flow of the other players on their team and choosing that M4. But that AK can be such a strong asset. But coming into the game being brand new as some of these players are, I can understand why they go right to the M4. Other than that AK, that's a little bit more difficult to use just because it's got a little bit more recoil. Now, as we see here, Team Wardell able to take out Team Baby Bay a little bit here. 2 players left for Team Wardell and Team Baby Bay. Another player will go down for Team Wardell. 1 versus 1 scenario here. And will Jaggers be able to clutch it up here?
Nice. One's outside set.
Jaggers will get a kill. 1 versus 1 scenario here. Baby Bay.
Oh my god.
Will get the clutch with the deagle and be able to defuse the bomb. Baby Bay clutching up round 4 for his team.
Yeah, that was kind of a nasty little weapon swap there. Straight into the headshot from the pistol. Instant defuse, 2 and 2. Final match. This is what you want to see. It go down to the wire. Sights armor buy for Baby Bay there with the AK as well. Maybe they're getting used to it too. As well, Yuppie. I mean, at the end of the day, the more time you spend with the gun, the better you are going to be with it. And if it does more damage, then it seems like the weapon to go for.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, these players are starting to warm up to the weapons. They're starting to get enough experience to kind of know how this game plays out. But Wardell over here with the deagle trying to peek Baby Bay, but Baby Bay will clean him up. 1 down for Team Wardell. 5 versus 4 scenario here. Team Wardell pressuring the point. Baby Bay will go down. That is very important. Titan still alive. 3 versus 3 scenario here. All players on Team Wardell full health. And are they still pressuring the site? Yes, they are. More players will start going down from Team Baby Bay. It's a 2 versus 1, and Titan will clean up Calypso after he almost clutched that round for Team Baby Bay.
And Calypso is just so clean with it. God damn. Getting the movement down to a T is going to be fairly important as well, but it looks like you kind of can keep your momentum as you jump around the corners. So I think we're seeing a lot of that from the OG players, Yuppie, just like running and just jumping around the corners, just making sure they're as hard to hit as possible.
Yeah, these OG players definitely, you see a lot of jumping coming out from them. The professional players, you know, a lot of these influencers and stuff, you don't see that. But there is a double grenade kill coming out from Team Baby Bay. Titan's the last alive. We're not even 20 seconds into the round, and they're all gone. Titan gonna go down as well. Team Baby Bay just cleaning them up, and that frag grenade getting 2 kills on Team Wardell. Very important for that round right there.
Yeah, I was like...
Yeah, you have to listen.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. Instant double nade and you're already 2 players up. Like, that's insane. Maybe not a stack there next time around. I don't imagine Team Wardell will be sending a lot of players that way this time.
I'm not watching Wood anymore, guys. Let's go.
No, I think they definitely learned their lesson from that play here, but you definitely love to see 3-3 and a lot of communication coming out from the teams here in game 5. I think there's going to be a quick nade, not going to land on anything. There will be a player going under. A sniper will take out 2 players from Team Baby Bay, but 2 players will actually drop from Team Wardell. 3 versus 3, 2 versus 3 now. Team Wardell, 2 versus 2. Players are just slowly dropping. A player caught off guard here will go down, and look at that double kill to clutch the round for Team Baby Bay.
Oh my word. Team Baby Bay pulling away. Every single map they play, every single game, it feels like they are just getting better as a unit and better as individual players too.
Nade on the right when we cross to B.
They really are just leveling up.
2-3, you know?
I'm gonna lurk mid. I'm gonna lurk mid.
You hear Minak calling out there to
Team Wardell need to do something, man.
I'm going cracking the wall.
Yeah, they definitely do, but you heard Minak there. He knows these kind of plays. Wardell didn't catch anybody on the cross, but he knows that nade spot, but nobody on Wardell tried to nade that spot, so they don't have to worry, but it looks like it will be a B play here from Team Baby Bay. Now, this does bring into the effect of, does the communication from Team Baby Bay... Oh, Calypso will catch Wardell out with the grenade, and players on Team Wardell are just going to start dropping here. Titan, last player alive, and will go down. Team Baby Bay looks like they're starting to gain even more momentum.
Under me and Baby Bay under.
Should I op up? Or should I
just keep going? No, keep going. What do we do?
Ruins on this one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay
Same
with the
thing,
right
over
one.
again.
Yeah,
Just
I
keep
can buy it
going
off
around.
next round.
Yeah.
Easy.
Stay with me
Calypso,
under.
just
We're
kill
good.
2 people around, okay?
Let's go.
Easy.
Up in wood last round.
Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong. If it's not broke, don't fix it, as they say.
Yeah, fuck the wood. Fuck the wood.
Yeah, it's
A lot going. At least 2 or 2 under. At least.
you fucking guy.
I really want people to
Minak's
funnel
gonna be
under.
pushing in under here.
Ruin. It's up top.
Wait, I'm pushing fast.
Going a nade.
going to point.
Baby Bay pushing up. Now, one thing I did notice between Team Wardell and Team Baby Bay is that Team Baby Bay loves that under mid control. They love that underground control. Now, why do you think they really like
I
that?
killed 2 point. One more point.
Well, I mean,
one more
you can
point.
just do this, just sit on a nasty head glitch just
Dead.
above this small wall. You can do what Baby Bay's doing there, just picking up 3 kills. And now looking, see if anybody's on the flank. They're going to regress the capture and try and get it themselves, but a 4-on-1 seems pretty easy peasy, and that should be 6-3 now for Team Baby Bay. If they don't somehow 4 people die to 1 guy. No, there you go.
Like
4 more rounds and they're going to do it.
Bro.
Yeah, you know, that right there, MVP of that one round in particular was Baby Bay. Actually, the MVP of Baby Bay's team is himself. You know, we said it before. That communication to his team, that hype factor is such a big part of his team. It's just keeping his players in the loop, even though they might be losing. He keeps that morale up here. And it's just so important.
Big push through mid. Baby Bay. They're playing it a little bit slowly this time. We saw rounds end in half a second this time around, maybe not so much. So they see one. Team Baby picking up 1 kill already. Titan ends up going down. Baby spots 2. Doesn't want to rush in, but the rest of his team are going to be there to back him up. And 2 people versus 5 now. Team Baby surely going to take this round.
Yeah, I think they might be going B here. I'm not 100% sure. But you know, one thing that you notice there is that Team Baby are working together. They're so close to each other that they're just catching Team Wardell off guard. They're just picking them out. And it's just such a big difference between these two teams now.
A humongous difference. Wardell still trying to buy things as he was almost sliding down there. 7-3. I mean, this looks almost inassailable at this point. I don't think there's any way they come back from this. I mean, the economies are going to be fine, but Team Wardell's mentals maybe shattered just a little bit. Oh, Baby insta-killing Wardell with a nade too. You got to be pissed at that.
Oh. Yeah, you can't be very happy with a play like that. Baby, what is he doing? He's just cleaning them up, no problem. Baby Bay really getting comfortable with the game again. This is what you wanted to see coming from Baby Bay.
Oh, yeah. 1000%. They are going to go for the cap too. Only 1 player left alive. That should be 8-3. Team Baby Bay running away with this. Almost a complete reverse sweep happening right here unless Team Wardell can get back into it. I mean, the cap is only a couple more seconds. They should be good to go. They get the final kill. 8-3 for Team Baby Bay now. So close to this reverse sweep.
Yeah, I think they're really wanting this reverse sweep. They're really hyped. That's why you hear a lot of motivation coming out from Baby Bay and a lot of just expressions coming out from their entire team, just because they know that they worked hard for this and that they really want to deserve this reverse sweep on Team Wardell. And it brings me back to the fact that I said earlier, Team Baby Bay seems to be working together really close to each other, where Team Wardell was shining at the beginning because they were all kind of individual player skills. But Titan, here he is with the sniper. He will pick out 1 player from Team Baby Bay. Will this make a difference, or is it too late in the round, Jaws?
Feels like maybe a little bit too late. I mean, still 3 people left alive, so Team Wardell should be able to take this one, but rolling on the economy, especially with these snipers, is going to be name of the game. I say that, though, as Calypso does take 1. Maybe another. Nope. No. 8-4. Team Wardell still vastly behind. However, I mean, still owning the Barrett. Titan's still at least going to be able to pick up a couple of kills next round, but if he gets shut down, I do worry for Team Wardell.
Why doesn't it work? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're looking for that lucky grenade kill here early on Titan. You want to eliminate that Barrett. You don't want to have to deal with him. So if Titan falls early here, that is a major boost of not only motivation, but also momentum for Team Baby Bay. As Titan is playing a little bit of an off angle here. This isn't usual from him. And maybe it could catch Team Baby Bay off guard. But 2 players going down, 3 players going down from Team Wardell, and all 5 left alive from Baby Bay. This could be something, but Titan's going to get a crazy shot off, but he's going to get shut down by Baby Bay here. Now it's a 3 versus 1, and Baby Bay and his team will clean it up. It's 9-4. Game 5. Team Baby Bay 1 round away from the reverse sweep.
That's fucking right. He's sniping mid, okay?
Can't believe we're seeing this Team Baby Bay with 1 more round, like you said, away from the reverse sweep. Kind of insane, to be honest. It looked like Team Wardell was just going to run away with it. But killing Titan is the name of the game.
Smoke just because.
Yuppie, this could be it.
Yeah, it definitely can be, and I'm shaking my head right now. Like, this is unbelievable that this happened. We've seen Team Wardell just destroying them in the early 2 games. Like, Team Baby Bay hardly got very many rounds, and now it's just completely the opposite. The final game, 2 left. Can Team Baby Bay do it?
1 flank.
4 versus 2 scenario here. Titan's still alive. The boy Dre's still alive as well. Another one's going to go down. Titan, last player alive. He's got the sniper out. He doesn't have... There it is. Team Baby Bay will take the show match with a reverse sweep on Team Wardell.
Would you look at that? Team Wardell ends up going down. Reverse sweep for Team Baby Bay. As Ali seems to be frozen in time. I wonder why. I mean, maybe it's just the shock. Maybe he's turned to stone like Medusa looking at him. I'm not entirely sure, but he is completely frozen, and that's okay. I would be too if I was Team Wardell. And I think Ali has maybe secretly been rooting for them this whole time, and that's why he's not here right now. Unfortunate scenes. But Yuppie, you know what? That was pretty insane. I'm going to be real with you. I have never seen a reverse sweep like that, especially in a game like this where it seems like economy was meh. It wasn't great to start off with for Team Baby Bay, but Wardell, you know, at the end of the day, they did slip up towards the end of it.
Yeah, you know, it's very very good to see, honestly. I'm very, very happy that Team Baby Bay was able to get this taken care of, and just, you know, and just a reminder to everybody watching on Twitch, we are doing a giveaway here. There will be a giveaway drawn. We've been doing them throughout the stream. There are 9 Ascendance Capsule NFTs. These have a unique weapon in them that you can enjoy, as well as get you into the tournament. Type !enter and your wallet address in the Twitch chat to enter this amazing giveaway so you can get into the game.
Guys, I think I'm back. I was frozen in time there for a moment. I didn't even realize it. I was so amped up. It's probably for the best. If you thought Baby Bay was loud, you should have heard me after they took that down. The long shot, 2 games into it, we thought this thing was going to be short and sweet, and I think so did Wardell. And maybe they got a little bit too comfortable thinking that they were just going to mop the floor with that squad, but they pulled it together, came back, took it down. Just incredible. Any observations that really stood out to you as they came back, and as Yuppie's been referring to it, the reverse sweep, Jaws, that kind of were the secrets to their success?
Yeah, I mean, it was just getting more hyped and pumped, I think. Just a little bit of warm-up and going down a couple of games, a few rounds here and there, just kind of motivated them and pushed them on. I mean, it was just Baby yelling at them. That's what I've been saying the whole time. It's just getting your team on the same page.
Kind of like a jockey cracking the whip around the backstretch there.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think,
exactly
Yuppie?
like that.
Yeah, I completely agree with Jaws there. Baby Bay just going crazy with his communication, yelling, and I think that really helped the motivation on his team. You know, and we didn't really see that from Team Wardell.
Yeah, we've got Baby Bay actually here with us, so maybe we'll ask him exactly what he thinks handled it. Baby Bay, there you are, my friend. Congratulations. Listen, you had us getting hyped up. When you were down 2-0, you guys were pretty demoralized. Congratulations on the win, first off. Incredible work there, coming back after being down. What was the secret? I mean, to hear it from you on the inside, where everybody over here saying it was just a hype machine, but there had to be more to it.
No, we just had to win like a pistol round, man. That first round makes your economy so good. And, you know, I think like we were playing way too aggressive as well in the first 2 maps, like, because we were just trying to figure out like what we should be doing, you know. It's been a while since me and Calypso played. All the angles that we were taking, like the fights that we were taking on them, they're terrible. You know, we were just getting owned by people just like head glitching and everything. It was just murk.
Yuppie, I mean, you had a front seat there as well. I'm sure you're eager to ask some things of Baby Bay as somebody who was watching what looked like a complete disaster turn into something fortunate.
Yeah, you know, it's honestly very impressive. And we were listening to the communication that you had, and 90% of it was just yelling crazy things to your team. It seemed to work pretty well.
I mean, we just like weren't even in the game the first 2 times, right? Like we were like sleeping. I don't know what we were doing. Like I said, we were losing all of our fights. I think Titan was just like 1v5ing us, just running down mid, you know? Like, so I just needed to like get some energy in and like have everybody, you know, wake up a little bit, you know? Like like we're trying to win this, you know? I gotta beat Wardell somewhere, you know?
Titan was raining death on you guys. Interesting takeaway here from that 5th game, Baby Bay. Not sure whether or not you know this, but you guys were obviously neck and neck through those first 6 rounds. You guys won all the search and destroys, and they won all the capture the points. And then you sort of broke serve in that 7th round and really never looked back. Do you feel as though, or did you even notice that you guys were more effective in the search and destroy rounds than they were?
Yeah, I definitely noticed that, and I kept trying to say, I was like, all right, we gotta figure out what to do against what I don't know what strat they were running on that control map, but I think the quick adaptation we made was I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna go under with Arthur because he was getting pressured too much there, and we pretty much just gave up that whole wood area of the map and just didn't really give Titan those picks that he was getting because I know he was sniping a lot on that side of the map, so we kind of just avoided him in a way and just went underpass. And we would just mop up everybody under there, me and Minak or Arthur. So that was the big adaptation we did.
It's funny because we were able to hear the comms on both sides, unlike you guys, and there were times where people were talking about, oh, it's Titan cheating, is what's going on. And then on the other side of the ordeal, sometimes they were saying, these guys have people that know the maps, they understand the audio or whatever. Yuppie, I want to give it to you for a last question of Baby Bay, but I would imagine that it was cool for you to kind of witness parity when it looked like maybe dominance was at hand.
Yeah, I'm very impressed of what actually came out here, but I do have a question for Baby Bay because I know he played the game in the past. So I'm curious of what he thinks about the game now since it's had this major change. What did you notice that was a little bit different than you played before? Or I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, you can clearly tell that they're trying to figure out the economy system a little bit better before because what it was before was you could buy armor once and then you had it permanently for the rest of the game. So now at least you have to buy armor every round. I like the concept of keeping your full armor even if you don't die. I really like that. I think that's cool. But yeah, I mean it was awesome. They balanced the guns a little bit more. The USP is actually viable now because it was complete trash before. What else? I think they raised the money on the op, or I forgot what it's called in the game, but you know what I mean. Everybody knows what an op is. Which is good because that gun is so strong in the right hands. I mean, you got to see it today in the hands of Titan, man. That was just insane stuff that he was doing those first 2 games. Felt like we couldn't even play against it. But yeah, and then the M4. The fact that you can actually use the M4 because back when I played, it was only the AK that you wanted to use because it was 2-shot headshot, and the M4 was just awful. So yeah, it's really good. They balanced the game a lot more, and I think it's on the right path. It's good.
Well, Baby Bay, it was a pleasure to watch you guys work. Obviously, the first 2 games, it wasn't so pleasant, but the last 3 to see you guys to right the ship, it was freaking awesome. And obviously, you kept it hyped up. So congrats on that big, huge comeback. Yet another feather in the cap of a very illustrious resume for you. CSGO, Overwatch, Valorant, Vet. Shout out to FaZe Clan, obviously, your squad. And enjoy the rest of the day, my friend. Decompress a little bit.
Thank you guys so much. That was so much fun, man.
All right. Welcoming back Jaws into the broadcast. Jaws, I mean, you got to listen to the interview there. Baby, man, they got it done. They got it done. Listen, we got Strong Leg standing by from the other side, perhaps not as happy after being out into that 2-0 lead. I'm not sure. Are we going to lose Jaws again here as we bring Strong Legs back? All right, so before we do that then, Jaws, I want to keep you here. Maybe give us something that you want us to ask of Strong Legs as we bring him back in on your behalf. I think we've lost.
Sorry, I was just talking.
Okay, there we go.
No, I'm good. I am here. I want to know what he was thinking of the first 2 maps because he was dominating. The rest of the team were dominating, and then somehow it slipped away from him. That's what I want to know.
All right. Well, cool. Let's freaking, with no further ado, let's bring in Strong Legs. I know he's standing by. Obviously, going to be a little bit disappointed, but there he is from the unfortunately losing side on this occasion. None of us thought that was going to be the case, by the way. Strong Legs.
Same.
Jaws there just had that question about those first 2 maps. So you guys came out to that big 2-0 lead. You were thinking it was going to be a runaway. There was really no resistance to be found. It was the Titan show, effectively. What was going right there in those first 2? And then what was it like in your camp during those last 3 as it unraveled?
Listen, man, the first 2 games we came in, we were just absolutely destroying them. We had the confidence of giants. We were up there. Everyone was shooing. The vibes were great. Maybe we got a little overconfident. I think they're cheating. All 5 of them, in fact. Personally think all 5 of them are cheating. I'm just going to go with that explanation. Baby Bay especially. He might be king now, but not for too long. Next show match, he's going down for sure. But no, it was pretty fun time, man. It was a good time playing with everyone.
Well, obviously, we're glad to hear that because I know one of the objectives for Yuppie and the entire dev team was to create an ecosystem that was going to create joy and fun, which, let's face it, sometimes we get too focused on the minutia of gaming and evolving things to become too complex, and you lose the essence of what it's all about. I mean, we play games to have fun. Now, granted, we now can make a little bit of money, and we got that Ascendant series, and that $1 million prize pool coming up. So this is time well spent. Yuppie, I want to hand it off to you. Pick Strong Leg's brain a little bit here.
Yeah, one main thing I'm very curious about, because we try to get the game to a point where if you're losing a game, you're not stuck in it forever. Very similar to like Valorant and CS:GO. You're in those games forever. Like the amount of matches that you played here compared to like a show match of one of those games, like how long did our game take to complete compared to like Valorant or CS:GO?
I mean, we just played a best of 5 series that, I mean, it wasn't a sweep by any means, right? Like I think almost every single game had over like 12, 14 rounds that were being played, and it took like less than 2 hours. So I mean, that compared to, Valorant, which usually a map takes between 40 minutes up to an hour if it goes into overtime, it is a lot faster paced, and I kind of appreciate that aspect of it. It's just like go. Every round feels extremely quick. You have to like make decisions fast. You have to like IGL really fast. It's a different kind of pace. Honestly, I kind of appreciate it for what it is.
But it wasn't like there was an inverse correlation or mutual exclusivity between depth of gameplay and layers to, the strat and that rinse repeat speed value, right?
Right. I think there is a lot of strategy considering like there's a lot of positions and a lot of pathways to take. And it's just like, okay, they did this last time, we should do this. And then the other team's like, oh, but they're doing that, we should try to do this instead. And it's just like, it's kind of like a chess that's being played in between rounds, right? Because you go back to the same map every second round, or every other round rather. So it's always like you're trying to like piece the chess pieces together and trying to remember like, what did they do last time on this map? I don't know. It's like you have to make decisions quickly. It's fun. I thought it was it was a good time. I had fun. I think everyone had a pretty good time, honestly, on our team. We were all laughing, having a good time.
Just real quick before Yuppie, I let you pop back in. How valuable is it to have some of that CS:GO and Valorant gameplay under your belt when you're picking up the Forge Arena?
I mean, honestly, the fundamentals are pretty much identical. Like there are positions that you're trying to control, there are pathways that you're trying to control, and the rotations, keeping track of players, what their numbers are looking like, what they're doing, what map control favors you, and just kind of like going for it. And I definitely think having an FPS TAC background helped me personally a lot. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I would imagine that anyone coming from like CS:GO, Valorant, even like Call of Duty, right? They have like similar kind of concepts. I think they would pick this game up like mega easily.
I know that's got to be super satisfying for you to hear, Yuppie. I'll let you have the last word with Strong Legs before we let him go.
Yeah, I just want to bring up the fact that I know you mentioned it before, but like, I want to know your opinion about the game mode. Like, I know that you kind of like the fact that you had to kind of piece the puzzles together, but as a competitive player, one thing I want the mode to do is that every round, right, is a different map. So it kind of helps your mind to transition, right? Valorant or CS:GO, you're on the same exact map every round. Does that help your transition, at least in a mindset, if you're like, let's say, down a round because you're on a new map?
What do you mean exactly? Sorry.
So, like, let's say you're playing CS:GO, right? And let's say you're down 7-0, right? And you're on the losing team. And what your coach might say to you is like, try to reset your mind, and the next round is a new round. Right. Does our game kind of help you to reset your mind because it's a new map?
It honestly kind of does in some ways, right? It just feels like every round is an entirely separate existence on its own, right? Like it relates back to the previous rounds in some ways, but it does feel like that you don't have time to dwell really in this game. Like it's just like maps. Different map, different round, different strategy. Oh, they're rushing here. Oh, they're doing this. Like, it's you don't have time to dwell. Like you have to reset. You don't really have a choice in this kind of game, I feel like.
Yeah, well, obviously there'll be a little bit of a reset between now and maybe the next time we let you take on Team Baby Bay Strong Legs, as I know you
bring us back.
and Team Wardell will be eager for a little bit of vengeance there. Thanks so much, obviously, for taking the time. Appreciate you and the whole squad participating here this afternoon, and best of luck moving forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. Take it easy.
All right, let's bring Jaws back in now. Jaws, the whole time you're watching this whole thing, before I do, hold on. I got to remind you, urgent news here. Just a couple of minutes left before our third and final of 3 giveaways of these Ascendant Series tournament capsules. They've got a tournament badge in there along with a special themed weapon. It's real simple. Type ! Enter into the Twitch stream chat if you haven't done so already, along with your wallet address. And now, Jaws, I'm bringing you back in. One thing I haven't even asked you, I mean, you're normally on the other side of the equation here where you're firing. You're in there playing. People are watching you in action. I'm bearing witness to everything that you saw out there. Are you now chomping at the bit to get back into the Forge Arena and play some of this 5v5?
Yeah, I kind of want to play a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I want to jump in, see what I can do. Yeah, I do like commentary, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I prefer this to pro play. It's a lot to keep up with pro play, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yuppie, we're not too far from wrapping this thing up. Put a bow on the whole thing for me. Like I said on multiple occasions, it's got to be so satisfying for you and the dev team. Some of the guys who are part of Gen E actually out there playing, right? Minak was out there rumbling. Titan's out there rumbling. It's got to be satisfying, like I said, to sort of see all of the effort come to fruition and see guys who are very respected in the FPS streets be so pleased with the experience.
Yeah, you know, that means a lot, especially the interviews. Obviously, Baby Bay liked the game the first time, but he seemed to like it yet again, probably even a little bit more this time. But, you know, Strong Legs saying that he kind of appreciates how the game kind of plays out and that we don't try to waste player time, you know, just spending hours in a match for no real reason. You know, that does mean a whole lot, and that kind of shows us that we are heading in the right direction and that we can get the game in a stable state that everybody will love.
Yeah, I mean, Jaws, when we were chatting during that interview with Strong Legs, one of the pain points, I think, for a lot of pros is that you have limited time, you have limited bandwidth, you make an investment into a specific game, and it takes you so long, and you end up being so specialized. Sometimes you want to mix it up, and if you're able to actually get that gameplay experience without having to choose between depth of gameplay and layering, and also just having that replay value and that quick, short attention span theater, let's have some fun value, is a real serious testament to what we pulled off here. I say we, like I was involved in it, but with the Forge Arena project, no?
Yeah, I mean, having shorter games is definitely beneficial in some regards, for sure. I mean, getting in and out, quick action is always nice rather than kind of sitting around waiting for a long time for either rounds to end or games to end. You just want to kind of get back in. If you've been losing a ton, yeah, you probably want to move on to the next match. So I can definitely see where that's going to be appreciated with this game, for sure.
Well, I gotta say, I'm many years removed from being a Halo, well, you know, above average, let's call it, player, and kind of watching these guys get in there, it's making me want to grab the sticks or the mouse or whatever it may be and get in there myself. So hats off to the dev team for what they've done here. Gentlemen, my thanks to both of you for joining us here, and obviously a big shout out to everyone who hung out with us for the whole run here. Hopefully you're one of our lucky winners of the drawings. Those are going to be announced soon, but that's it for us from Las Vegas, the Forge Arena Genesis show match powered by Gen E Studios. We will see you down the line. On behalf of my cohorts in Yuppie and in Jaws, I'm Ali Najad saying so long.